insulting to me.
But I do it for focus, natural focus. All right. So let's go through the comment section. What do I see? I see Google. I see the Googs. I see MNQ.
You know, you want to go take.
What do you want to look
2-3
at on
weeks
the
to go.
MNQs?
You don't have to like how much PTO do I have?
There you go.
Where else do we want to go? Or we gotta choose between how many days. Like the fact that you can just be like, let's just go.
I actually took a trade I wasn't supposed to take.
Go and I have
And
to
that
worry
happens
about.
sometimes. Sometimes
Well,
you
I
can
only
be,
got
you can see a
20
bullish
days and
or a bearish
around the holidays.
setup happening, and you're so focused in that setup that you don't realize that the setup just changed into a long. Like I was shorting. I saw a short setup. And I'm sitting there trying to get into that short setup. Didn't realize I was trying for like 9 or 10 minutes.
I find it
And on my charts, after about 3 candles, you know, if it starts to go in a different direction, then it's a different trend.
I really, and then when they call me about work, I really don't want to hear. But out of kindness, I'll listen to it. But I really don't want to
That's
hear.
how I ended up
Really.
losing. I look back at it, and
Realize
this
how
is
much
what you
people
guys
talk
should
about
do
work.
too. Day trading,
Like,
intraday
Too
trading.
much of that, like,
Yeah, so much of because if I say,
correctly,
I know what's going on with you, what's new. Typically,
and see
I hear
what
a work
happens,
response.
right? And I look
So
back,
I tell you, I listen to like psychologists and stuff all the time. And one of the things that
to the best traders because the market can flip flop.
that I do or try to do now
And sometimes
is
all it
say
takes, if you're
stuff
looking at a
like,
3-minute
what's the
chart
last
like
exciting
myself,
thing that you've
the
done?
trend can change in 3 minutes.
Because typically work isn't exciting, right? To try to engage in conversation that isn't work centered, just to even take the person out of it. Like if we're having dinner on the weekend, I don't want you to even think about work. Like I want you to enjoy the quality time that we're having. But sometimes it's just hard for people to shift out of
I
that.
would have been up, so then I had to
Or some people looking
because they're in
forward.
it.
to get my money
So
back.
it is. That's all they see. Because I was one of those. You know,
Yeah.
when we talk about, I was talking about work.
I haven't had a losing week.
How the bitches made me mad.
This year. Trading. Now, I've had a losing week because of the market, right? My investments, there's been weeks I've been down because of the market, but as far as trading,
Especially the
I
way
haven't
the
had
world
a
is
down
now. Like I try to talk about anything positive, uplifting.
In fact, I
I
don't
don't want
even
to talk
get
about politics.
double.
You know, I'm already
losing
on hiking
days.
alert.
I don't get consecutive losing days.
Just
Usually,
being
if I
a black
have a
woman
losing
in the
day, I'm
South.
gonna win.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Make sure
difficult
that you
enough
track your stats
without worrying about.
when you
Now,
guys
I don't
are
want to bury my head in
trading and
sand. I
investing.
still like to have a general awareness.
Yes, I like to be aware of what's going
You
on.
know, I need to stay
if you
abreast
have a
of what's
strategy
happening
that's
because stuff
consistent,
changes
that you can go
by the
back
hour
and
some days.
backtest.
Most
You'll know
days,
where you're
no.
at. You'll know if
Yeah.
you're 7. You know, I
Yeah.
know
So
that
I
I
do
win
try to
about
stay abreast, but I don't want it to be like
77.8% of the time.
just for my own mental
So if I
health.
take 5 trades, guys, I'm gonna win 4. I'm gonna lose 1. All right. But when I lose small.
But even, you know,
When
with
I
traveling,
win,
you
I
gotta
win big. So I
know
can
what's
win.
going on. Like
I can
with the
lose
government shutdown,
3 times
when I was
in a
coming
week,
back from
win
Mexico,
twice, and
I
can
couldn't
still
use
be
global
profitable
entry
for
because
the
global
week,
entry
and
was
that's
closed.
why I've been profitable for
Oh.
months trading. All right,
Well,
so I want you
thankfully,
guys to
well, this
understand
morning they
that
brought back
same risk,
global entry. I saw that
thank you,
online.
Shaq,
Oh, good.
for those
And
hearts. If you guys
almost
can help me
immediately
with
they
my
backtracked on
otherwise
TSA.
the
So
hand
TSA has been open
Oh, good.
pretty much
things
the whole
that
time,
they do.
except maybe the first day or two
You know,
of the government shutdown. But
I'll send you a cowboy
But in
hat.
some places, they still have people wrapped around the building.
Much love. It's all good. I
Just
wish
trying
they
to go
changed
through it.
out the
at JFK, and I've
as
seen
well, but you know,
video
I had
even
to
at
go
New
with
Orleans. You
whatever
know, New
they
Orleans
picked
airport ain't that
that
big.
particular day. All
And
right,
people
so
was wrapped
we have
outside.
Google, MNQ, LYB. I don't know about LYB, DJT. You're trading the DJT coin. Hold up, you can buy call options on DJT. Is that the same? Is that the?
So how's Ronnie doing?
Or is that an actual
Ronnie.
stock? Not that his stock is
I'm
an
guessing
actual
she's
company,
okay.
but
Okay.
we don't know.
We text more than we talk because you know
Alright,
she
April 10
managed that
call.
hotel, so a lot of times she
Is that
can't.
working?
Please.
Yeah, she was at that hotel for like
3 weeks, 3 weeks after she died.
mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
He went
Yeah,
back pretty
Jaden had
quickly.
it bad. Jaden is just another trader that we follow on.
And I
TikTok.
try to
Very
like give her
large
space.
following. Early in the mornings, if
So
you guys
we're actually
wanna
gonna
know
have
where I'm at,
brunch
where I'm
next
trading.
weekend.
I kind of like listening to other traders
there,
trade while I'm
for
trading,
brunch,
guys.
just
I don't really like when
Just on
I'm in the
FaceTime. I try,
zone,
you know,
when I'm day
texting
trading.
is
I
okay,
know you
but
guys
I much
want me to
rather
go
do stuff in
live,
person.
and you guys
That
want
way
me
I
to
can see
trade
facial
live. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. When I'm trading, I'm so focused. I can't really talk.
And even in phone
like
conversations,
I'm in my
sometimes
office
you know,
by
you're not fully
myself. I don't even
present.
let
You
my
might be
animals
driving
in.
or you
And
know
I'm so
whatever. So I
focused
try
on
to
the
be
market
in person as much
that
as
it's
possible.
hard for me. Like every now and then, I'll send out in the group chat, you know, certain setups that I see. But it's just been hard for me to day trade live. Maybe I'll get there in the future. I just don't like doing it because it takes me off my game. It's
worry
kind of
about her a
like
lot.
if you were golfing
I know
and
she's
your
fully
buddies was
self-sufficient and
talking in
she's a
your
whole grown
ear
adult and
while you're
mom
swinging.
and stuff,
Like
but
you might
she
be able to
takes on a
play
lot.
good golf,
She
but you're
takes
not
on
going to be able
a
to
lot.
play great golf if
of other
you're
people's
if you're
stuff.
steadily
She's
teaching this person how
her
to
children
swing the
included.
club this way and this
And
person how to
so,
swing
I
the
just worry
club that
about
way. Then they're talking in your ears,
her health,
and then
her
you're
physical
taking
and
trades.
mental
Like I'm not
and,
going to be
managing
able
that
to
stress.
trade my best. All right. So I like to go into other traders' rooms and listen to what they're doing. Even, and I don't take their setups. It's just sometimes cool just to hear other people give their perspective, right? So I go into this guy's named Jaden early in the morning. He'll have like 500 to 1,000
He's
people
still
live.
he's left too.
And it's interesting because he won't take a trade. He might take one or two trades, 2 hours into
That took the
trading.
edge
And I kind
off.
of like that.
I feel like a human being now.
Be patient. But he has been on a losing streak for like, I think, a week and a half. And I think he had a profitable
So tell me
day
about
today.
this
So
this
traders
dude
go
that
through it.
made y'all $1 billion.
But when you have a winning strategy, like I said, you can lose for 2 weeks straight.
His name is Joel Harrison.
Big in 3 or 4
This
days.
is him now.
Well, how did you find him
I
though?
want you guys to all
I was on I followed him for Facebook for years.
Oh,
Called
okay.
Insider Trading.
Okay.
And then he told us that he was going to go to TikTok because he found out TikTok pays.
Right, I remember you saying like he
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to get his money.
So he was going to start something free so he could get his name out. He was going to go from what is a stock all the way to trading. And he's giving it out for free.
You don't want to hear that.
So we started following him, about the end of October when he first had it.
Okay.
He was finished in January and then he restarted in January.
Okay.
And so now we're back to trading. He's teaching futures, trading futures, and we just learned about that. We don't know anything about
Okay,
that.
I was gonna say y'all.
We don't know
better
nothing
than
about
me, 'cause
anything, to be
I'm
honest
like,
with you.
that's beyond my how to say that's above my pay grade.
That's right, mine too. This
So
one.
you gotta learn how to.
So are y'all
you
still
wanna enjoy skiing, and it doesn't mean that you're
following
gonna
Wall
fall,
Street
but
Trapper
when
too?
you
Or
fall,
okay.
are you gonna be able to get back up?
I don't listen to his
The
2-hour
correct way.
sessions. I like
So it's the same
he
thing
does
in
like
this market.
20
You're
minute
gonna
sessions.
lose.
Okay.
A podcast.
lose?
Or
Are you
real
gonna be able
fight.
to
Okay.
trade
Okay.
another
You know.
day? Are you gonna be
Do you
able to
just
trade
as an aside? Do you
another
find that the
day?
older you get, the shorter your attention
So
span is?
let's talk
The shorter
about
my
these
patience.
two different
Ah.
calls. So
Yeah,
Because
I-
he's talking to people, you know, they like to BS a lot. When he's talking, trying to keep their interest. And I'm all about business.
Right.
When it comes
Give
to
me what
that,
I need to know.
give me what I need to know. Let me go
you know,
on.
the who, what, when, where, why, and how,
Put
asking
sugar,
the
nothing like
questions
that.
before you even
I
buy.
don't need all the extra.
Nah, I don't need all that.
Right.
It's late in the game now.
Right.
Definitely late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm grateful for the things I have learned from it, especially with the
The
investing in
market is
stocks
really
itself.
not as advanced
And,
as you
and
guys
it's-
think that it is.
Done well for me. I'm
These
comfortable
traders,
with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
very
you're still
comfortable.
doing single stocks, or you doing like index funds?
I'm still doing single stocks. I haven't made myself go to index funds yet.
And see,
ETF.
I'm
That
the
much.
opposite. So that's why I
We
need
have
to
a
pick up
couple of
range.
ETFs.
I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive. person when it comes to buying stock. And so Teresa's more,
I'm very conservative.
she's very conservative, and so that balances us. If I screw up and don't do the right things and lose quite a bit, we got bonds to kind of fall back on. But fortunately, that hasn't happened in the 5 years since I've been doing it.
You don't need 57 indicators on
So
your
fortunately, that
screen
hasn't happened because
to give you an edge
my
on something
biggest
that has a
investments are in
50%
the
chance of
top
going
companies
up
like
or a
Microsoft,
50%
Apple,
chance of
Amazon,
going down.
Nvidia, companies
So
that
I
Google,
always say, look,
big billion
when you come
dollar
in here,
companies.
what we
Really?
like to do is we
But something as
honor.
simple as Ralph Lauren may
We-
Yeah, yeah.
Did you sell that one yet?
Okay.
Are y'all
cleanest way
trading
possible.
or you're just
All right, so I
purchasing
want you guys
and
to
then
start from the basics,
letting
right?
it
I want you
grow?
guys to start
I
from the
purchased-
basics of your charts.
Teresa didn't mess with it too much. You know, she do a little bit of it, but
If you're one
I'll
of those
purchase
types
and
that
just
have
let
to
it
flip
grow.
between
and then if I need to pull off some funds for
depending on your
a year
strategy,
or 20,000, whatever, I just pull off those funds and let the rest of them continue to make money. Then I'm back up to where I was right quick.
and that
Sometimes
doesn't hit you on your tax. See, my thing is always
for every strategy.
the tax
I use
implication of
one
when you,
chart
because now that's earned
intraday
income
trade.
when you're cashing
I
out your
use
stock.
one chart.
It hasn't affected you too much
Overnight
on the tax
trade.
the
end.
most I've had to pay back
I use
in
one chart
taxes is
If
like
I want to take
$1,500.
7 to
Something like that.
14 day
But now I
trades.
pay tax before I withdraw and put it in my bank account.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If
Yeah.
I want to make
So
money
when
30
I
days
withdraw,
or more.
right now I've been telling them to take 10% out,
To cover
but I think I'm gonna go
everything
to
that I
20%.
do,
Okay.
I
Let them
use
take
4
20% out,
charts.
and that's what we
That's
did.
it.
We took 20%
Yeah, took
out
20.
the last time.
When I talk about charts,
And,
guys, I'm talking about
So I don't
time
think it's
frames.
been, because my salary is lower. Now's the time to do it when your salary is
I know
low. I don't have a
a
salary,
lot.
so with Social
Especially
Security,
in
only a certain
beginner
percentage of my
courses
Social Security
from
is taxed.
educators
And
that
then
haven't
all
really
of my, I
been
think
in
all
the
of my
market
pension
that
is
long.
taxed federally, not state tax.
We like
And
to
so
use
my
a
income
whole bunch of
supposedly is
indicators
down, but it's really
as
not.
training
I make as
wheels,
much as I did
right?
without
We need
investment.
Which
three
say you should
different-
retire sooner.
I'm like, Teresa said,
7 different moving
our take home is
averages.
as much as
We
it
need to
was
pull
when we were
off
working. What's wrong with that
different
bullshit?
charts. We got to do a top.
That's
like,
crazy.
And I hate that word.
Yeah.
I hate
But it wouldn't have been if I had stopped work sooner. My Social Security would have been a lot less because I went to my full
Yeah,
Social
so you
Security.
need to do
Right.
a
Teresa
top-down
didn't have to.
analysis.
You
You
know,
need to
we
go
had-
from
we
the
had-
month
took
chart,
mine out at
you need to look
62.
at the week
Yeah.
chart, and
That's
then
my
you need
plan.
to look at the day
I'm
chart,
planning to
and then
do
you need
my
to look at the hour
my
chart,
401k
the
at
15
59 and a
minute,
half, and I'm
and
doing my
then
Social Security
finally
at
the
62.
1 minute
But I
chart.
still got 10 years. I mean, I won't be 50 until July.
But your selections in your 401k is just so limited. Unless you're in a company that I'm not aware of. My 401k, I was limited to what I could choose, and when I moved,
When you
I
first come
I
into
did.
this
I
game.
moved it, rolled it over to
Actually
Fidelity.
not
In my
smart.
case, I think it was Fidelity who I did it with,
You're
but that's what went
mixing,
now.
in my
But anyhow,
opinion,
and you don't pay taxes on that, of course.
Right.
strategies.
Yeah. So
You
now
only
when
take
you roll it,
taxes.
when you withdraw it, when you take it out.
Yeah, you don't pay taxes when you put it in the bank.
So my situation was a little bit different because, you know, I'm not old enough to take out of my 401k, and my 401k is actually doing pretty well right now.
You can't roll it over?
I can,
Very,
but I'm
Oh,
choosing
okay.
not to because it's doing well where it is.
Okay.
Um,
And what's what else as far as the percentage?
And
like last year, it was
There's a
like
difference. There's
12%.
12%
educators,
return.
and
Yeah.
then there's
And I can
traders.
show you a whole
And then you
much
have
better percent
traders
return.
that are
But then I'm more
educators.
aggressive. I would
Kinda
imagine
like
mine.
unicorns.
Minimum. If a stock don't give me
The
30%
traders
return, I
that
sell
are
it.
educators are not only trading and
We've
not
had
only
one that's
And that's what they teach.
Livia, I hope I'm saying it right.
And
But I know how to spell
your
it. But I know how to buy it.
Right.
and
The AI people.
It was
The AI
like it was like
You
200%
should be
return.
doing
It'll
what
probably
you
never
should
get
be
to be
doing.
that way.
No, I was
again.
gonna say not
It's
now.
going to be other companies that's going to give you that kind of
In my
return.
opinion, you
How
shouldn't
would
be
you think
learning
about
from them.
12% return being a good one?
Okay? This is very important
That's
because
something to
we're
think
in
about.
a-
Yeah.
You think about
We're
it.
in a
So the rest of my money is with
we're in
Fidelity.
a
So
world now.
my money is
where
split in like
everybody
different
is
pockets,
an
and I know this is
expert.
going to sound weird,
Okay, everybody
but
and their mama is
I
an expert.
still
They
consider
believe
my
they know the market.
my
They
dad's
believe they
401k
understand
like
it,
dad's
right?
money.
And there's
So,
nothing wrong with that, right?
the money that I
Especially with
inherited from my
AI
dad's
coming in and
401k
AI taking all
It's a
these
totally
jobs.
separate bucket. So that's at Fidelity, and I have that in a totally
Even
different
bigger.
index fund.
All right,
It's
because
invested
people will
differently.
pay large amounts of
and then I
funds
have
to learn how to make money in the market.
because the government.
The only thing is
So,
that we're not vetting the people that
when-
we are learning from. I don't want you to believe
the way that
in
it
me.
works,
I
the
want
way
to
that the
earn. I
federal
like
tax
to
laws work.
earn my
is-
trust from you guys. I don't want you guys
it was
coming in
Dad's
here
money.
believing in me because I'm Joel.
When he moved to
What other
heaven,
people say.
Mom got it.
I'm gonna
And then when
earn,
Mom
I'm
moved
gonna
to
learn,
heaven,
I'm gonna
I
earn,
got
I'm
it
gonna
as her
do the things that
beneficiary. So
everybody
Mom
else
didn't
isn't
have to
doing.
do
That's
anything
gonna
because
make
that's
me
a spousal
stand out
transfer.
and
So she
put-
wasn't
and
impacted
make me
in any
rise
way.
above
As a
all the other
beneficiary,
people
as a
that are out
child,
there.
I
It's gonna
have to
come in.
withdraw that
It's
money
rare
within
that I
10
see
years of
people come
inheritance.
Well, I
in,
respect
be
you
able to
say.
show
Okay,
trades.
So
Be able to show
last
receipts.
year was the first year that I
Be
was,
able to have
you
a
know,
sound
consider my mom
strategy that
moved to
everyone
heaven in
understands.
2021,
So what I'm
right?
doing
So
and what
I
I
was
like to
like,
do is
oh,
I like to
I
take
got
all of these
6
different
years
indicators
that I
everybody's
gotta.
using.
So I
'Cause we
withdrew.
can learn 100,000
I kind of like
indicators, right?
didn't even start talking to
How are
my
you going to apply
investment
those
counselor at my
indicators?
Fidelity. I was like, hey,
Using
here's my
my strategy
situation.
from a
And she's like,
fundamental-
all right, well,
fundamental
we gotta do
foundation.
something. And that was like around Thanksgiving. I was like, I gotta do a report at the end of the year so that it counts towards the 2025 tax year for my income.
I have no problems doing
And then we
that.
could talk about
That's
next year.
how I
So
was
because I had
able
to
to
withdraw so
create the
much,
strategies that
I was
use.
like, give me a little
went
bit to
from
live
A to
on.
Z.
I ain't, my house paid off, my car, I don't need a lot. Give me a little bit to live on.
When
And
I
the
was
rest
going
of
from
it
A to
is
Z,
in,
guys, this is what's interesting.
is in an
FW
IRA.
Robo was not around
With
10 or
Fidelity.
15
With
10
Fidelity. So yeah,
years ago.
everything except my
In
personal
fact, a friend of mine that I
401k is at
From
Fidelity.
the FW
But you have it in Fidelity, you have it in ETFs, index
At
funds.
index funds.
They were
Index
like,
funds.
yo, he
And
was
you
like,
get
yo,
about
I got
12%,
something that's
12,
better than the
15%.
Well,
HMO.
my 401k is
And
getting
I
like
was like, I
12%.
haven't seen any
Those,
other
because I
cloud
literally just did it a couple
that was
months ago. I
better
mean,
than the
it's still
Ichimoku. Like, what are you
fluctuating,
talking
so
about?
I
And
don't
then
want
he
to
showed
jump
it
the
to me.
gun
And I
right
was like, yo,
now
how
and
come
say,
no one knows
oh,
about
move
the
it or whatever,
FWMO?
because I haven't
Because
seen how
every
it's
now
going
and
to
then,
perform.
guys,
But what I hear you
indicator
saying
will
is,
come out.
damn that, go get some single stocks. That's what I hear you saying.
That's me.
Which I can do because the money that I have sitting in my high yield savings is the money that I live off of. So that's what I, whatever, take my trips and pay groceries and gas, whatever. That is literally
Anytime I see
my emergency
anyone
fund
using
plus
the TTM
living
trend, I
expenses
start
is
laughing
sitting in my
to
high yield savings.
myself because
And
I'm
then,
like,
I
how
put,
many
I
degrees
moved
of
to my
separation
checking
was this
as
person
needed,
from
but that's kind of
somebody
like
that
the
I
big pot.
introduced
So
this
I hope that makes
indicator
sense.
to?
It does make
They have
sense,
no
yes.
Because I'm a
idea.
visual learner, so if somebody's just talking to me, I'm like, I'm gonna
Who's
need to see
using
it.
it?
But hopefully what I'm saying makes sense.
First, now there's
Yeah, so
people
it's-
that are gonna
it's
argue
different,
they
and it's
did
going
it
to be
first
this
or
way at
whatever,
least
and I'm not here to
until
argue
I
that
turn
point because
59
I
and a half.
actually
And
have
then,
receipts.
so
and
that's why I
story
wanted to talk to y'all,
behind
because
how
I'm
was
like,
able
I
to
need
find
to
it, and that's not
make
why
sure I
we're
have
here
enough
today.
for the next 10
We're
years
here today
where
to
I ain't
talk
going
about
to
the
be eating noodles and
Ichimoku
peanut butter and
and
jelly,
FWMOBO.
you know?
Now,
So I'm willing
trade or invest
to be a
the way
little bit
that I
aggressive,
trade and
but I
invest.
also need to make sure that I'm not
It's
too
totally
aggressive, because
different
I need
from
it
what most people are
to
gonna
my
look
little
for.
pennies
I'm
to last
all
at least
about
10
my
years.
visuals.
Does that make sense?
I
Oh,
know-
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Because that's what we
I'm the
did,
type of
especially when
individual- it
she
depends on the-
got rid of her
depends on the
401.
person. I'm a visual
And she was
person.
like, I'm going, I'm going to get up. All right, well, I can't do that.
As possible.
So what I did was,
G7, the one and only for those
I
arts.
froze $500,000 in my
I need the charts to
account
be as clean as
on
possible.
the bond fund.
And I need
Just in
vibrant
case
colors.
something, whatever she wasn't doing, we knew we had $500,000 to live off of.
Green is
So
up,
that's what I did.
red
Now,
is
I even stuck with that.
Green is up.
Still,
Red is
So I
down, and
still
it's
got
interesting
in my
because the stock
bonds
market
just
has
five,
already created
five.
that, right?
And
Or, you know, when
the
you're
rest
buying,
is
green is go,
aggressive.
red is
But I
stock.
think I'm still
In
on
the
C
stock world,
fund,
green
which
is
highly
up, red is
aggressive.
down.
And
And
then
the
we
stock
transferred
red is
some
actually
of that
a
over
thing
to
now too, right?
Fidelity
Right.
in the individual stocks.
Yes.
And that's to me, that's the benefit, is that when you're moving, at least then you're not hit with the tax part, because you're just
Right.
moving the money and you're not going to withdraw. Because I had to, the other thing
to kind
that I
of
had
give you
was
an idea. It doesn't mean that it's
annuity
100%
that I inherited,
right.
dad's mom,
It just
me.
helps you.
And when I had to take that out, because that was only 5 years.
This is
You
long.
know, so I had to take that out last year too.
Mhm. Probably hit you hard with taxes. didn't it?
Bruh. Thankfully, I'm retired and I don't have an income. So I don't have a pension or anything that is affected. So literally, my whole income for 2025 was everything that I was
Taking
doing.
trades
Right.
to the
Well, you
upside.
said that the tax wise.
thankfully,
to make money. Like
you know, when
the odds of it
I
going
won't have, and I did the same thing. I had 10% taken out when I was
if
through
it's a
from
red
gas
cloud, you got about a 51% chance.
so that hopefully,
Or higher, it gives you a
won't be
slight edge.
anything that I owe.
If I'm
Well,
confused,
you haven't done your taxes?
No, I haven't filed yet.
edge.
Yeah. I've been
And
working
then
on mine.
visually,
Yeah.
because
I-
I'm using
but I don't
a
have anything
trending
complicated.
indicator also.
Really, is other than just
indicators.
filing that.
If you don't know what a trend is, the trend
So you gonna
is
do
your
your taxes, or
friend.
you gonna-
I
until
typically
it
do because
is.
I don't have.
TurboTax?
Trends.
I've been, well, I don't know what I'm gonna use this year, but
As a
I've
trader,
been
trends
using
are great.
H&R
As an
Block.
investor, trends
Really,
are
I have
great.
never tried them. I've tried TurboTax this year, and I hadn't done it for a few years because when I put Teresa
for a
thing on the
long-term
business,
investor
I
has
wanted to
always
protect her to
been
make
for the
sure
last
I
100
didn't
years
lie too much and get her in trouble because I didn't mind taking the risk myself.
judged
Right.
by the S&P
So I
500.
have to look at H&R Block.
Yeah, the reason I like it is again, I'm a
For the
visual
last 100 years.
learner, or visual and
I
kinesthetic.
can argue
So
with anyone
I like
till
that the
till
software
cows come home.
gives you
I'm
visual
sorry to tell you
cues
this, but the
when
market's
you
been
are filing. So
averaging
like
at
it
10%
literally
move
walks
to
you
the
through,
upside. Not a 10%
okay,
move
well
to the
now I don't have a
downside.
W-2, but it
10%
would like
moves to the
pull in my
upside.
W-2 and like
And as
bring
long
up an
as
image
the
of a
feds
W-2 or
print
like
money,
bring up, what's the
a lot
one
of
when you
those
pay your
funds are
property
gonna find
taxes?
its way
But
into
it literally
the stock
goes
market,
step by step and it
which
gives
is
you visual and
causing
has like little
inflation.
bubbles
The amount of money
so
that's circulating
I think for me
in
it's more
the
the way
option,
that their
in the
software
stock
is
market
designed that helps
is not the
me when I'm
same
going
amount of
through it.
money that was circulating
So
50 years
that's
ago.
why, but no reason
The
other than
reason
that.
why there's
It's not like
circulation
I'm getting some
because
huge
more
Simplicity
money
is
but
great.
but I like stuff that is straightforward
There
and
was
easy
not
because I am
30
not, I'm an
trillion, guys, there
English
wasn't
nerd
30
and
trillion
anything
dollars
financial, that's why, when I
across the
talk to
whole
y'all, even
world
though
100
I
years ago
have
or
been
50 years ago.
teaching myself
Why is
stuff,
it
like
today?
math is not my forte,
Because of
finances,
printing of
other
money.
than like
Are
making
you
sure my
guys
bills
gonna
are paid, I can
understand
do
Right,
that,
right.
but
If you're
like
not
anything
invested in the
beyond
stock
that
market or
is
things that go up in value, when they
so
print
I like
money, you're
stuff that's
gonna get
straightforward,
left
easy for me to
behind.
learn.
And a lot of you have been
use.
left behind in the last 10 to
You're so
20 years
young now,
because you
girl.
didn't
You don't
understand
have
that
a
concept.
fortune.
They don't teach that.
Yeah.
You are. You gonna be trying to figure out who
Now the
needed to.
clouds
That's right.
I wish I was
are
30
going
years
to
young. I'd be
give
saying,
you-
okay, I'm you. It's me.
Get a couple of you, like you say, increase the million.
Well, right
Nothing
now,
wrong
I'm
with that.
really just trying to
changing.
figure out
Yes.
what's
the
the
cloud
best way,
changes when the trend
and I know
is
you
changing.
like balls to the wall, like get all these stocks, but I like to have some diversity, kind of like how you were saying, where I have a nest egg,
Right.
and whether that be my 401k,
Yes.
dad's 401k, I
Right.
need to have something where
Yes.
I know, all right, well this is right here,
Yes.
so if shit go down,
That's right.
Yes.
I still got this,
Yes.
right, and so.
In my opinion, my humble
And
opinion,
since we love each other and we've been sharing numbers, so I'm kind of the same way. I have $500,000
Yeah.
that I
swing
am
trading for
just
investing,
between, you know, what I still have left from dad, what I have from me,
Okay.
that is,
swing
I'm gonna
trading
say
for
protected.
investing.
Okay.
And then I'm willing
I want you guys
to
to take
play
a
a
snapshot
little
of
bit
what you see here.
with the rest.
let's
So even
talk about
within, because I still have an HSA, because once you have it, you have it, right? So even within my HSA, I have investment in the index fund.
Mm-hmm.
But that,
Ichimoku clouds.
I think it's
Simple
like $12,000.
explanation
It's
is
not a
this.
lot.
Right.
When price
But
is
to
above
grow over
yes,
the next year, I'm like, maybe
cloud,
I need to
that means
move, which
buyers
I
are
probably
in
will,
control. So just
move my
imagine a
HSA
big
over
green
to
cloud in
Fidelity.
the sky.
You'll be able to roll it over.
And then
I'm
I
not
can
familiar with HSA, so
Yeah,
you'll be able to roll it
so,
over.
so
No
with
problem with that.
the thing about a health savings account that's different from the FSA is that it does,
And
like,
the cloud
you get
is
to keep
red,
it, you can roll it
You're
over.
gonna see.
My understanding
the
from my
sellers are
investment
in
counselor,
control.
she was just like, sometimes it
Very
takes a little bit
simple
longer
concept to
because it
understand.
is invested, it's not just like a lump sum
When
of
you're
money.
inside
So
the
technically,
cloud,
I would have
think of a
to
plane. If you're a
sell,
plane and you're flying through the
Okay.
cloud, you
where,
really
like,
can't see.
or cash out the index fund on that
What do
side.
airline pilots, what's the
And
very
then
first
move it
thing
over
they want to do when they take
Fidelity.
off?
So she was just saying, like,
When
the
an
transfer
airplane
process
takes
might
off,
be a little
the
bit more
very first thing
complicated
they
because I
wanna
have
do
my
is get
funds
above
invested
the
as opposed
clouds.
to just
They don't
here's
want
the
to drive.
cash.
You sit
But
in
it's
the
still
clouds
doable. Like, it might take
for
7 to
about
10 to 14
no
days,
longer than
so your
15,
money
20
won't be in the
seconds.
market
Their
for
job
that
is to get
period of time,
above
but you
those
definitely
clouds.
move it over. So
They
I'm
do
probably
not
going to do
want to
that
fly
within
below
the
it
next couple of weeks.
because of
And then
the
I
fear
have,
of
like, to
getting,
your
you know,
point, Sylvia, I'll
lightning.
have more flexibility with
rain
where I can
or
invest that.
They want to get above the cloud.
And then another reason what got us into trading,
so that they don't get hit.
brought her
They
with
don't want to be in
know.
the cloud.
I'm kicking and fighting along the way.
That's why I said she's a hard sell.
Right.
But I thought if we lived overseas, maybe this will be how we pay it
Once you
and
start
still
breaking
not
out
touch
that
our
cloud,
money,
the
even if
future
it just
trend is
happens.
likely up.
Yeah.
You know, so that was
If you start
another thing when
breaking
he
outside
named
the
it. What
cloud
did he
to
call
the
it?
downside,
Millionaire Challenge.
the
So
future
basically, it
trend
is if
likely
you
down.
get $100 from
Future
your
trend,
trade,
guys,
you
that
keep that
means the
$100
cloud
in,
is
and you try to
kinda
make
telling you, it's
200
kinda like you
or
go out and
300.
see a big
And so that's
storm
what
cloud
he's
and
trying
it's
to
not
teach
raining
now.
yet,
Yeah.
but you're like, oh man,
Yeah.
God bless compound
So
I
interest.
know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So far with trading, we've done well. Now we're lost
rule, guys, is to
2
just
times, or was
trade
it 3?
in the
We lost
direction
80 and 120, right?
Yeah.
So $200, but I
Very
think we
simple, right? I'm gonna show you
went
guys
maybe
the
14
cloud
altogether.
in a
So,
second.
yep, so
And that's for a few minutes of work.
yeah, that's
But that's not her. She listens to
Oh,
a lot. I don't
actually, it's
even
gonna be
listen
on
to all
another.
that stuff. But
That's
she
why I
listens.
asked
I'll do the technical
Now,
side.
let's talk
You know,
about the
do it on the
FW
computer.
Mobile.
So
Yeah.
I ain't pulling up graphs,
The FW
setting up the
Mobile,
charts and stuff like that.
in
But
my
she listens
opinion,
to
should
what
be
he says.
used.
I don't have time for that.
yeah.
So
No,
you do the,
When
I'm
you're
gonna call it the
day
back end research. So you're looking
I
at
want
like
you to think
how
about
it
FW
was
Mobile
performing, like
like
historical
a
data,
Bollinger
how it
Band, but
performed,
instead,
what the forecast is,
the
stuff like
chart,
that.
looking at the year
And you should
chart
do that.
poster when it will.
Yeah, and see, when I was buying my stocks, when I was trying to buy my stocks, I was just kind
So
of
you're
guessing
gonna
at
see
what
a
was good.
cloud,
By listening to
you're
Wall
gonna
Street
break
Trapper and
above
talking
the
about
The top
just buy some
7.
Amazon, but I didn't know I should be looking at the 200-day moving average or the 200-week moving average, and when the stock gets down to that average, that's a good time to buy. You know, all that kind of stuff. I was just buying, and some of it,
or you want to be below.
most of it I did well,
Thank you for the
of course,
change.
but
The change
some of it I
game.
shouldn't have bought unless I looked at that graph. Now I'm
My
learning to look at it
sister-in-law.
right before I buy anymore.
Thank you, thank
But
you,
I'm at
thank
the point
you.
in my life
And if
that
you're in
only
Georgia,
I only buy things that have served me well, and when
she
that
is the
price drops
best to
down,
do
then I
it.
buy a
It
little
don't
bit
matter
more.
what your
So I
race,
might sell something that's
nationality,
not
any
giving
of
me
that.
that
She
30%
does
return,
everybody's hair.
and then use
It does
that
it
money
really
sit
well.
there
Close
in
to
the
it,
cash
close
reserves,
to up.
and then buy
Artistry
something
salon.
if like Microsoft will
Alright,
sell. I
I'm
just
not
bought
just
10 more
saying
shares.
that
of
because
Microsoft,
she's
something
my
like that.
sister. Y'all can go and look at her page and look at
And
all
you're
the
buying whole shares or half shares?
I buy whole.
We buy whole.
Yeah.
We buy whole. We don't want a piece of, we don't want a piece of nobody's pie.
Okay.
But we do have EFTs.
FW
I
Mobile,
think
guys. The
it's
FW
QQQ. What is
Mobile.
that? Is that not an
The
EFT?
FW
not sure.
Mobile, in my
It's
opinion,
fine. I don't want to mess with
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
They just
they're-
sit there.
yeah. But I think they're EFTs. I want to say they are. I'm not for sure, but we so
They're
Invesco.
just there.
Yeah.
yeah. So we have just a few. Ain't no be no more than about 6 of them. But other than that, we own.
volatility is building
Gold is
and
coming up.
expanding
Gold
bands.
stock.
Yeah, we have gold as well. We even have that African American coin with female. I don't know if you've seen it.
For
But
the colors. I love it
Until I-
because
Well,
as
well, I was talking
TTM
about gold
trend
stock. You
goes
talking about
green,
gold physical
I got a
gold.
big
Yeah.
old
I'm talking
green
about gold
cloud
stock.
Oh, we got gold stock.
It's
See, I didn't know that.
possible for me to go
But-
short when I
Yeah,
see
she did. She
green.
did.
It's too
You guys
scary.
will see when I'm
Let me tell
I
you.
told her, like I
I
told
need you
her,
to
I'm
know
just
with-
cautious. That's why I told her, I said, I'm not scary. I'm just very cautious.
Everybody knows that, yes.
This is all we got now. So it ain't time to be cocky, and, but she will do it, and I'm glad that she do it. But at first, when she tell me,
tools to use.
oh my breath.
So that same girl saying, because the way my anxiety is set up,
The FW Mobile.
yeah, I do have a
Picture
certain
mobile
trepidation
cloud shows the
about
trend.
going too far.
Price above the cloud, bullish. Price
It's
below
weird
the
because
cloud,
on the one hand, it's
bearish.
like I'm blessed, I'm thankful,
Price in the
that have a
cloud,
tremendous sense of
indecision.
gratitude
Yes.
for where I am.
Yes.
Because I know it's a rarity, especially in corporate. Because most people think, oh, you were in the military, that's why
Uh-huh,
you
yep,
retired.
yep.
Now the FW Mobile
So
shows momentum.
yes, that, but
See,
I
when-
do
when the
have,
cloud
I'm gonna
starts
call
to
it
go green,
anxiety,
there's
fear,
momentum.
whatever
That's
about
why I really like it when I'm
Yes.
trading.
and
Especially
I don't know
intraday trading.
what,
It lets
what
me know,
to
alright,
do about
I'm
how to
about
balance
get
that.
up in this.
Well, I learned this is what helped me is listening to Trap and Joe, and it was
It goes
earn your leisure.
hand with the
401.
TTM trend
Your
and
401
the
is not gonna
TTM
make you
squeeze.
It's not. And once that clicked with me, because you got to go out. So I understood that. So I started. That's when we started getting. I think a little bit more with buying stocks more so than we did when we were working. So closer to the end, we started really getting heavily into owning stuff, by ourselves. And it's right. Like she moved her money out of her 401k, and she just skyrocketed. I left mine in there as a safety, but yet I'll take like one time I'll take like 100,000, or sometimes I take 80, and I may take 40, and I'll send it over to Fidelity, so I could buy some more stock because I have stocks in Fidelity.
Okay.
So either way, you know what I'm saying. So I still got the bond to keep me safe, but yet I still. If it's a sale or whatever, I'll give money to Fidelity, and I will buy stocks.
If you heard of the Ichimoku before, or if you're
And then
using
another
the
thing that
Ichimoku,
they teach Joel
Yes, in
and
the
Trap
comment section.
is you got to pay attention to what the VIX is doing. And the VIX is sort of like,
is anyone out there
they say it's like the
using
ocean.
the Ichimoku?
Like when it's like 10 or whatever, that just shows you that the water's calm and yada yada. But when the VIX get to like 50, which is the highest, that's like a typhoon is coming. That's when all the stocks is cheap.
I don't. I use
Because they
it
crash.
for-
Well, it's not crashing,
I use
but
it
that's
for
when they're the
trading
lowest,
purposes
and that's when
for
you want to
guys, but I
buy
don't use it. Now
the
I
stocks.
use the
So,
FW Mobo
I think he
every
said if you
day.
get over 32, start thinking about what you want to buy.
I use the
But like
the
wars, he said
FW
sometimes
Mobo
brings the
every day.
VIX
In
up to
fact,
50.
that's the Mobo
But
that you
then
see on the
President Trump
screen
got
right
on
now.
line the other day and said it was no war. But yet the VIX was like 35 or so.
Let's look at the
So,
spiders, right? Let's see what
so
we're looking
you just
at.
got to, just different things that you need to pay
And you want
attention
it to
to
look
when you're owning stock.
the
And so that was one of them.
overall
And
market.
then, what was
But we
another one?
also
So
wanted to
we
look
paid
at
attention to? The year, like whatever stock that you got, or your
I want you guys to look at how the Ichimoku
because
works,
ETFs
right?
is different. ETFs is like if a stock ain't
Chart, you
doing
guys are
good,
looking at a
they get
day
rid of them and put one that's in. So you got the kind of push. But for a true stock, if it's not doing well and not making, what do you say, if it's not doing any growth over a year, you get rid of it. Or if it's going less than 30%, you get rid of it. So that's another thing. that
If
he
the
talks
200
about.
day is angled up and I
What
start
else?
seeing a cloud,
Let's go.
a yellow cloud like this as a swing trade,
So when you get your single
kinda
stocks,
lets me know
you
I
are,
shouldn't really be shorting.
how are you buying it? I think that's where my
Really
disconnect
don't
is.
need
So
to be
what money
But
are
as
you
soon
moving
as we get
out
the
of
short-term
to
move to
purchase
the
the stock? Are
downside,
you moving
maybe
it out
I
of
want
like,
to take a
I don't know, your,
swing trade to the
do you
upside.
have like an IRA, or what is it
Okay.
that you're
As
moving
long as
the
that
money
green
from at
cloud is in
Fidelity
effect,
to
and you
purchase
can
the stock?
you can make
All
it
of mine,
go
other than my
with the
pension and Social
200-day
Security, is in
moving
the
average.
IRA.
I'm
Okay.
never
All of that's in
thinking
an
about
IRA.
shorting this.
And I might
I'm
have
gonna take every single
30,
dip
which
I
may
see.
maybe,
After I see a
which
red
I would say is
little
too many.
short-term sell-off,
30 different
I'm ripping this
stocks.
to the upside.
So,
every
like I said,
single
if it's
time.
not giving me 30%,
Every single
and I'll check it
solitary
maybe every
time.
few months,
It's
then I will
giving
take
me-
that
and
stock
this
and
is the
sell it,
Ichimoku
and it'll
right
put it
here.
over in my cash
It's
reserve.
giving me the
So I don't pay
confidence.
taxes on it.
That's the
Then,
Ichimoku
when something
cloud.
goes on sale, then I
That
use that
yellow
to buy more
green
stock.
cloud right here that I'm highlighting.
So
Okay.
it'll ask you,
And as long
whenever
as
you
these stocks,
said,
as long
okay, I
as
just told
the
you I
SPY
bought more
was above
Microsoft.
it,
And I told
I'm
it
gonna
which I have
stay
3
long
accounts
the
there. So I told
entire
it which
time.
account I wanted
Now,
to.
I know that
It'll
should
tell me in
call
each
that
account how much cash reserve
That's
I
not
have.
what you're looking for.
And
See,
then
the
I
market's
told it to
gonna
use that
always sell
account
off.
to pay for those 10
What
shares of
this
stock.
is telling you to do
Okay.
is
Did that
even
answer
though
your
it's
Yeah,
question?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
So it's just like I'm just moving money around unless I
wrong
decide
again.
to withdraw something and put it in my checking account.
Gotcha.
Especially
It
if
help
you
pay for
break
something like you
out
get
of
for
this
the game
cloud,
right.
you should
As a
stick with
driveway,
it.
a wrought iron.
Okay?
Really?
But
Have y'all been having
That
issues?
there's not
No,
gonna be
no,
any
We just started
It
improving
just
to the
means
property.
that
So
when the
Okay.
sell-off
extend the
happens,
wood fence and then
Mhm.
you got a gate there.
we know that
Okay.
buyers are probably
Since
gonna
we
come
knew
in
that that was
and
going to be a
buy.
cost, and it was something else that we
The
said
bigger
was
the
costing us.
cloud,
Yeah, that trip.
The more
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
they
likely
should trip.
Oh yeah.
So
It
it
was
ain't
something,
nothing
but
but-
anyway, we took the money from mine, so we split it up pretty much. Like, well, we'll take, so we took it from mine, and we only
But
took
don't fret.
10,000
Maybe
went
you
to
don't
the
do
bank,
anything,
our
but then as
bank
soon
here,
as the
Mhm.
coast
and
is
then the
clear,
other 10 is for me for investing if I see something
Okay.
that we would
And I
have.
wish we had done
As
more
long as we
when
stay
we were
above
younger, and
now.
of course it won't
Once
help you
you
any
break
because you're not
into
gonna
the
have
cloud,
earned
you wanna
income.
chill.
But I would have invested more in a Roth.
If you're in the
Mhm.
cloud, if you're
And that would
down
help
here,
you
I
too
wanna
at
chill.
this point,
But look
if
at
you
what
would,
happens
you
when
talk to
you
your
break
financial advisor, if
outside
you
of
convert
that cloud.
some of your money into a Roth. Go ahead and pay the taxes
The
now that your
TTM
income
trend goes
is,
green. The
basically
200-day
none.
Right.
Really, I mean,
Yeah,
your
it's
earned
none.
income
Yeah, it's
is
none.
basically none. So your tax rate is so much lower now. So if you took 50,000 a year, however much, and moved it over to your Roth, whenever you do get ready to pull it, you pay your taxes on it now. When you get ready to pull it out of your Roth, you pay no taxes.
Right.
So that I wish we had done more of that, but we were only allowed to put $8,000 in a
Right.
year.
Right.
So, but we could have started much earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
So I
family
try to
stuff
tell
happened,
Family,
buying a
trying to pay
house.
for school, you know, life happens.
Absolutely. And I try to tell the young people that, the young people that I have in my life, like, I don't care
What is happening right now?
You got to put, I don't care if it's $25.
Yes.
If that's all you got,
Mhm.
you 20 years
Go and
old.
look
Yep.
at
Like, I'm gonna need you to put something
what's
in there
happening right
so that
now.
it can start growing for you.
Not
And
in
you
no
just
savings
increase it.
account.
Yeah, not in the savings
Yeah.
account.
They can send it over to Fidelity and
Right.
wait
And then as you get
Way over here,
more
guys
and more,
can't see it.
now you can increase your contribution. But I'm like, you gotta set it up and put it there.
Y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it on
Right.
the charts.
Just watch it
Or
grow.
On
you
the very
just
far
watch
right
it.
side,
Don't
y'all
touch
see
it.
that red?
Yeah.
Watch it
Y'all
grow.
see that red?
Put it in a good company like Microsoft
starting
or Amazon because
Right.
it's not going anywhere.
Right.
It's
I
telling you.
died.
And you know what? As much as I hate Jeff Bezos, I hate that dude.
Yeah.
But
I see a lot of them Amazon. Now Target, I wouldn't walk in there. Of course, they said the Target strike is off now.
yeah, or the
I don't give a
Walmart.
damn. I'm not
And-
going back to Target.
But-
But I didn't go there that much anyway.
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say I wasn't really a Target person in the
I'm
first
not a
place.
Walmart person.
So it wasn't difficult for
Right.
me to boycott. I'm
Yeah.
like, I ain't in there.
I'm an
It's-
Amazon girl.
But they teach you don't put your feelings in.
The volume
Because
levels are
we didn't like what was Tesla man?
Oh,
Elon.
Elon.
Oh my God, we sold it, and that was probably the stupidest thing we could do because it went up in price, and we sold.
Those girls we traveled with to Africa and on the safari on our last night.
Uh-huh.
We were, they had asked me to say something, and it caught me totally off guard. And I was saying, whenever I was saying, you should invest in stocks so your stock can make money for you, and you can pay for these kind of trips. And like I mentioned Tesla, oh, they got so in an uproar. Tesla. Yeah, I can't invest in Tesla, but it puts money in the bank for you. If it puts money, now I do have certain boundaries. I will not invest in a company that I know that deals with private prisons.
That's Walmart.
I choose not to do that. Now, I can make my money elsewhere, but Tesla, it's a business. It's not just Elon Musk.
Right.
It's a big corporation. But I don't own any Tesla right now.
Yeah.
But when I did, I would invest in it again if I thought I could make some good money off it.
It's confusing.
I hope you're telling me something else.
Yeah, for sure.
And you definitely don't invest anymore. You can afford to lose.
Right.
And you already know that.
Right. But that's what I was saying. Like I'm kind of like the
Step out there,
where I
girl.
have to have the nest egg
Yeah.
right here,
Yep.
and then I'm willing to do a little bit.
Yeah, I take 10 to 20,000, put it over there, and there might be some stocks with it. And just watch it grow. Because the average growth, I think the 10-year average,
What was gonna happen?
I think it's 10%.
Told you as it started
The market,
to turn red,
it increases 10% every 10 years. You can't go too wrong unless you go and buy some cannabis stock that's not going to do anything right now. But if you buy these companies that the market, what they call it, Teresa? The market, what? The market value is $10 billion.
Market cap.
The market cap.
You want to invest, yeah.
You know the companies that have a market cap, and you see that on these Yahoo Finance. That's the market cap of $1 billion or more.
You know what we're talking about? I mean, you probably have to show her until she says she did.
Or just just to as a quick explanation. So I'm just from
We'll show you on
my
the computer.
but the market capital I would assume is how much that company is not valued at, but
Yeah, basically, that's what it is.
Saying that. I think it's the amount of stocks
Well, if you have
times the value of the
Right.
stock.
Right.
That's what the market cap is.
Okay.
Number of shares times the value of the
now,
stock.
I'm just
That's
gonna be
what
real, this gonna be real funny. So I don't know if y'all know, a few years ago, there was this show called Billions. And it was about an investment capital firm, and that's the only way that I know terminology is from that TV show. I know that sounds weird, but
It's okay. That's worth it. Yeah.
February the 12th.
That works, but yeah, I would definitely, if I were you, I don't know if you listen to Wall Street Trap this guy, but I would definitely listen to him a little bit. So
Because the
I wouldn't
curve
trust a
was last
financial
year.
advisor
In
too
fact,
much.
it looks like
I
we're
would
on
let
track
them,
to
I would
the
work with
previous
them, but I have to watch them to make sure they're giving me the growth that I should get. And if they're not giving me 25, 30% growth,
We're
then you
looking
need to question them, are they making the right choices for their money?
Ichimoku Cloud.
And actually, I don't pay anything. The investment counselor comes with having a Fidelity account. I needed that guidance as far as moving stuff. Because like I said, I had to move dad's money over so that I could go. I had to, do some stuff.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure I didn't mess anything up.
That's right, the
So
way your
I-
tax rate would go
Yeah,
up like
exactly.
crazy.
So I had asked, and there's a Fidelity office in Atlanta. There's actually two, but I wanted to go and sit down face to face because then I'm like, I need you to just walk me through what I meant. Because she's like, I can tell you, but if I do it, then there's a service. So she's like, you're gonna sit in this office, and I'm gonna bring it up to you. So she's not telling me
People that are trying to take
where to invest my money.
21-day options.
She's just telling me how to do things when I want to do it. Does that make sense? So when I said, hey, this is what I want to do, she's like, this is how you do it. Like I physically, go in and I click. And so if I said, I want to establish an account so that I can go purchase single stocks, she would show me how to set that up. And then I would do all of the trading on my own.
Green candles than red candles.
Before I left Kellogg's one time, I let Fidelity take over my account with my 401k. And I was losing money.
Oh no.
And I couldn't believe that. I was like, I quickly got rid of that. I'll handle my own fund. Because if I'm going to lose it, let me lose it.
Right.
I don't want you losing it for me.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Well, they
gonna do that.
learning with your money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing.
They'll buy it as well. So like
I can't have
But
nobody.
I had a boss in
just the cloud
Pennsylvania.
right here.
He didn't even have a 401k account. He was my boss, and I'm sure he was getting good bonuses and stuff. But he had a sister-in-law that worked with the big company, financial company. I can't remember the name of the company.
Until it stops working.
I said, listen, you don't have a
It's easier
401k.
to
He was
just
trying to
wait
take
until you
it down.
break the trend.
He said, no, we
And then
make
you
so
bring
much
to the
more money
upside.
without using
Now
that
we're going
401
over
that she
the
was
cloud,
investing
guys,
in
because
stocks.
you guys
That
asked
money was
about the
growing
cloud.
like
This
crazy.
is
What
no
is his
longer
name?
Rick.
Rick, thank you.
teach it.
My
But
memory
I
is
don't
going.
It's all right. You
show
keep
it
over
in
it.
my
My memory is going. I think of that, especially if I have
If you
PC.
guys
That's why I want you to show
I laugh it
up
off because I don't worry about
before
it.
you sip it up.
I
So
don't have
All
a
right.
business
Look,
when I'm
we
drinking.
got till tomorrow. We fine.
Yeah, I don't have a business when I'm drinking.
Right.
teach so that you can
I
understand.
need to stop
Once
cooking
you
when I drink
understand, you
too.
can take
But Teresa's always here, so yeah. That's my saving grace.
Why you say you need to stop cooking?
before she burn us up.
Oh.
I didn't do that. I mean, I might get a little care. I might burn some toast or something. Yeah. I just feel like I need to be more on top of things, When you're drinking, you kind of get lackadaisical.
Oh.
And then, see, I'll drink and do some pot, smoke a joint or something like that. I don't really smoke joints. I like dry baked herbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so a joint gets you much higher, but I don't want to be fucked up like that.
Right,
I
right.
just like a melody.
If I want to make money
That's all.
intraday trading,
Or either do an edible, and I don't do them that often.
money intraday
Yeah, I
trading.
usually re-up whenever I go to the West Coast because it's more variety and I like the packaging rules.
So let me show you
So
guys
when
the
you go to
FIU
California, Arizona,
This is what I was
like
trading
there's
today. So we're
legislation
trading
in place
today.
that they have to put on packaging so that you know exactly what it is, what the dosage is, whatever.
Watch this.
You go somewhere like DC,
And,
it's somebody's grandmama that
be
make
able to see
edibles in their kitchen
green
and
clouds
package
or these
for
red
like
clouds
selling
are hard
them.
to see.
So So,
change
yeah, I
the
just
colors
went
so
to
that
my
you
house
can see
and I get my edibles there.
I have my medical license in Florida, so I just go to the dispensary there. And so I feel like my stuff I know is good.
You
You
guys
know,
Yeah.
but they have
a
limits. It's
cloud.
only
I don't know if you
10%.
guys can
You're allowed
see this. Yeah,
10%
you can see it because I can see it.
It's
All
the
right,
maximum
you
you
see
can
this
get
green
in
cloud?
edibles.
Okay.
Candy.
Now, the way the FW Mobo works
So
is
yeah,
that
I
as
do
soon
that.
as you start getting to
It's
the
hard
top
to catch me
part
buying
of the
something.
of the
Yeah.
of the cloud,
I like
it
that.
tells
Because
you
we have a
need
house
to
in
go
Florida,
long.
that's why I was able to do that. Because
You need to go
I'm
long
doing,
right now,
what do
sir.
you call it?
Sir,
Residency.
Yeah,
sir,
doing
you
that.
need to go long right now.
Interesting. I don't think I knew that y'all had the house in had a
In
house
this
in
particular
Florida.
case,
Yeah, we have a house that, my
I
family
mean,
property.
they don't really
Oh.
look
My grandmother's
like
house.
Let me see some.
Yeah, and when Hurricane Michael
I like
came,
to
we
use
were
the
already
PTO.
renovating some before Hurricane Michael.
Mhm.
I had gotten a
Let me
grant
get the,
to get that done through the city.
All right.
And we had already started on it, and Hurricane Michael just came and just upset everything. And so
Okay, the
then
waitress
they
supposed
continued
to
to work on
trade
it.
this.
And so they redid the house. It's a 3-bedroom, but I wouldn't call it a 3-bedroom.
This morning.
We got 3 beds in
It's
there.
for one, when I
One,
trade,
the only reason I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
call it a
show you guys how I
3-bedroom
trade
because
versus
the other 2
how this is
bedrooms don't have a
being
closet
used.
in it.
Mm.
So it's
Alright.
an old house that my grandmother
Is that
added
as
to
you get
bit
to the
by
top
bit
of
throughout
these,
the years.
as you start
And so it's
breaking
3
outside
bedrooms, 1
of
bath.
these clouds,
And
you're
then we
gonna
have a
get
living room
momentum
in
to
here.
the upside. So if you
And,
notice on
a
this
front
cloud,
porch.
you see how
A
it broke
closed in
above
front
it,
porch.
Mhm.
And
and
that's
then
it.
it broke
Let's
into
go down there
it,
and chill
and
out.
then this
Oh, that's
cloud
right.
here.
Mhm.
I think
And
also,
then we
like, I
did
knew that
it.
y'all were
We did
going to
everything.
Florida, but I don't think I ever realized that y'all were going to your family's house. Or,
Yeah.
you know, your family's property.
You
I
have
thought
to
y'all
come
were
there one day.
Yeah, let me know.
It's 2 lots, because my parents had a trailer on 1 lot, and my grandmother was right next door in the house.
Oh, wow.
So we gave the trailer to a cousin of mine that likes to hunt. So he put it on his hunting property.
Okay.
And then so we fenced in, we put a wood fence all around that.
Right
So that's all
around
good.
9:55. At 9:55, 10 o'clock, we broke outside of this cloud. You guys see the cloud here? I'm gonna point to the cloud that I'm looking at.
So we go down there and I got lawn care. I got everything where I can
Security.
yeah, I can watch everything on out. So I can unlock the door.
The upside outside
Turn on the sprinkler
this is
system.
called the FW Mobo.
It's
Go
there,
right
right?
there.
Okay. In the pocket.
Yes.
I don't know if you can find it on any of your platforms, but you can find it on Thinkorswim.
But
I've been using
your
Thinkorswim since
introduction,
they were
when you
called
introduced us to
Invest
ChatGPT,
Tools.
girl,
That
no.
create a monster.
used anything else.
You
I even had
did.
them design glasses for me. I just got to get
Once
them.
we started
Okay.
breaking out of
Did
this,
you-
we
have you
ended up
tried
taking a
Claude
shot to the
yet?
upside.
No, I have not. I've heard Claude, and there's another one starting to
Perplexity.
Okay.
Oh, that one, yeah, I don't have experience with it. I would say that for trip
We
planning,
went from 6,
Claude
7,
is
7.
probably better than ChatGPT.
well, I will check it out.
Because I feel like it did. Now, if anything, you want to have to double check, right? Because it might recommend restaurants that's closed
The
and
premise, guys,
you know,
is
stuff like
to
that.
get
But
in as you're breaking out. Not
I
when
like
you're
the way
above
that
it.
Claude
As it starts to
organizes
break
itineraries
out
Mhm.
and
the
generates
cloud.
maps.
Oh,
All right. So
okay.
we went from
So,
6,
I mean, you try it,
7,
you
6,
check
80
Google so you
came
can
out,
see,
and that's
you
why
know,
it
compare and
dropped back
contrast
down in
between
price.
ChatGPT. But I definitely
And right
use
around
ChatGPT as kind of my
10:20,
starting point.
Uh-huh.
And
we started
then
to
I have to
move
go,
to the
okay, well,
lower
this is
side
what
of
it
the
said,
cloud.
and then I have to look for real
This
and
red
see
cloud.
what's happening. So it'll have you going
It came
somewhere and
back
you're like,
up.
this don't even exist.
So what do you start off at Ask ChatGPT? Like your Panama trip. What do you start off with?
Well, that one, I didn't really have to do just because, like I said, I was connected with
That's
some
right.
people
Yep, I forgot
that
about that.
usually,
Yeah.
like, for
Last week,
for Budapest,
you would have known not
I
to take
had it generate like a list of bars and speakeasies,
Yeah.
restaurants near the hotels where I was staying,
Okay.
what you're looking
suggested
for when you're
activities. So
buying
I
to
got
the upside
like
is you want
amazing.
candles
Actually,
that
I
have
ended up not
wicks
going to the one
only
you
on the
recommended because I
upside.
found a spa.
If you're
Have y'all ever
shorting,
done
you want candles like this one.
I know what you're talking about.
Hammam,
Candles like this
where
one
you go, you
underneath
sit in the sun, and then
$6.77 with
they
wicks.
the person bathes you.
No,
It's like a full body scrub.
Yeah.
When
I
I
heard about it, but no.
This is a
The
wick.
best
This is a wick.
experience I ever had was in Budapest.
I'm so
You're
shy.
supposed to take it to the downside.
Ooh, girl, I'm sorry.
This.
Yeah,
I like to do all of this.
Teresa's not like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
we knew before we went over there that she wasn't gonna do it. Not even the one about your bathing, but the one where the women, you know, you can go and you can be there all day. You know that. Yeah, she wasn't gonna do it. So I'm like, we're not doing that.
Okay.
But I would have loved to have done it.
Yeah, and I was the only person, because I was there during the middle of the week. I was the only person there.
Ooh, yeah.
So it was completely, now the only thing was, you know, I'm a big girl, so them little paper drawers, I said, they're gonna need to sew two of these. But I'm like, this ain't even getting up my leg.
I hear you.
But they gave, you know, the robes and the slippers and all that. But yeah, that was one of the best things. But I ended up picking one that was walking distance from my hotel. But yeah, to answer your question, Teresa, that's part of what I use ChatGPT
What kind of
for.
candles
Kind of
am I
like
looking for? What are they
suggestions
called?
on
What kind of
activities,
candles
excursions. So I was
am I
like,
looking
recommend, because you know, I'm not
What
doing
kind of
hang
candles
gliding
am I
and zip
looking
lining.
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that. So
Right.
strategy?
I usually am trying to find some kind of spa treatment because it's not something that I
Every
treat
single
myself
day at
to
6 o'clock.
regularly. So when I travel, I
Every
like
single
to have a
solitary
spa
day.
experience
Yeah.
or live music that I was like in Paris.
Superstar.
I wanted to know where some live jazz was. So I had to
I
recommend
need a candle with
places where I can go hear live jazz, so things like that. And then I just go on Google, make sure that the place is still open.
Yeah.
Make sure that it is the distance that it says it is, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
So I double check. But at least it gives me a starting point.
Right. I don't think about that. At least a start.
Y'all see this cloud? What color is this cloud? That cloud is, what color is that cloud, guys? What color is the cloud?
And it's in Panama City.
Uh-huh.
How far is that from here?
Cloud is red.
3 hours.
Okay.
That means I want to go down.
And then they're an hour behind
So
too.
looking for wicks
Time zone.
to the downside.
Really? It's not Eastern?
Do I have wicks
Yeah.
that are to the downside? There's one, there's two. Joel is about to fire away at this short.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Y'all see how easy it was to spot that? This is the easiest strategy you're ever gonna learn in history to trade. It's the most simple and, in my opinion, the most effective.
How often do you guys go to?
That's the
You're like,
We
hold on,
have
the house
that's
now.
it.
Oh,
in
You mean
front
to
of
tell
it.
me I
And so
just took a
this is when they were working on
$15,000 to
it.
teach me
Okay.
how to do
And
this?
so all that's a wood fence all around the outside and then over the 2 lots. So I got it all closed in.
okay.
Promise
So you got a lot of yard space.
I've got a lot. You can put another house there.
It's
Yeah.
too complicated. Don't nobody
To tell
understand
you the
that
truth,
stuff. And a
when
lot
they
of
were,
the times, guys, I'm gonna be
so many
honest with
people
you.
been buying,
A lot of people that you guys are learning from, they'll be changing up strategies in their head as they go. And then you'll be like,
Our house
you're
insurance
taking this
there
trade.
is as
Why
much
are
as
you
it
not
is
taking
here.
this trade and that trade
That's
and that
just
trade and
another
that
square.
trade? They'll take it if
Wow.
they feel
I'm
like
telling
taking
you,
it.
property taxes are very
So
high.
not
House
only
insurance
is
is
the
high.
strategy
It's hard to even get house insurance.
wishy-washy,
That's
they
the house
only
is built
take it when they feel
1943.
comfortable.
And it didn't look nothing like you just saw that picture of.
I'm like, I need a trade where I can back test it, where I see
Because
it
we
fall.
moved everybody
And I
away.
can literally ask myself,
Where
how many
mother,
times
or
does
here,
this make
my
money?
mom,
How many
dad,
times
you
does
know,
this lose money?
There's people
Depending
got
on
sick
my
and
risk
stuff like that,
reward.
so it moves
That's
them
going
up
to
this way.
determine if I'm going to use that strategy. I'm
Well,
also
I'm just shocked we don't have
teaching
better
guys
pictures. I
how to
don't have no
back
pictures of the
But
house.
that's all right. Y'all just have to invite me so I can see it in person.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen millions of trader strategies. I've also
Yeah, we got a nice little patio out there. We can sit out there
that
on
are
the patio
traders.
and chill out and smoke or
Because the
whatever.
very first thing I ask
Look,
my
I'm retired. I can just go whenever y'all ready.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we haven't been this year because for one, I got sick. We went to Las Vegas. My asthma and the allergies just kicked in, and as soon as I would get well 1 week, it seemed like I started right back again. So I ended up with a total of 3 antibiotics.
what your strategy does.
And I was sick from like the end of January up till probably like less than maybe 2.5 weeks ago. Just off and on. Every time I get well, turn around sneezing, shortness of breath.
between 3
Wow.
charts, and it's gotta be
Yeah,
the full
I got
and
it. I was telling one girlfriend, I said, I hope I didn't retire to come home and die.
Let's not know.
Yeah, but that's how I felt. Cause it looked like I could never get well.
full stomach, and
Well, that's why we haven't been.
in the room, and you gotta have on your favorite socks.
And then we,
I'm not trying to learn that strategy.
It was crazy. You didn't get to meet him. Were they there when Newton came? Were you here when two men were here? Or y'all were already gone?
In the comments
Probably.
section,
When y'all had the party.
Uh-huh.
my strategy.
No, I think they were because I feel like we were sitting in the kitchen together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So one of them was my coworker.
Okay.
And known him over 15 if not 20 years that I've been out there. And we never really bonded other than, at work.
Right.
And so I invited him to the party and they came. I always knew he was gay. So he asked could he bring somebody and I said, of course. So anyway, we've been the best of friends.
Oh,
And they live around the corner.
I love it.
Yep. So they have a timeshare, and they took us to Vegas in October when we went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
That
how
was
was
my
that?
surprise birthday present because I had no clue.
How was that?
It was the best. We were sitting in the second row. She did those tickets, and they went too, but I didn't know that they were even going. But anyway, make a long story short, so we went there with them, and then in January. I think it was like the 21st. They were like, "Hey, we're going to Vegas. Y'all ready to go?" We're like, "We show down here."
And they come like sick every time.
Sick because of the air was so dry.
Oh,
Yeah, it just got to me. My allergies kicked in, overdrive, big time. And then we went down to see D.L. Hughley in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
2 weeks before in January. And it was up there in the mountains. And I started sneezing and it was just miserable. So I just
Look, between you and Susie, y'all need to be wearing a mask or something so stuff don't get you.
I'm telling you.
Traders that I've seen are going to take a
I just saw
5-minute
it.
chart
This my new
Right
voice.
there.
This
Hey.
my new voice translator.
5 minutes or
For
less.
language translator.
5 minutes.
Instead of using Google Translate?
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
It'd be like, I want to be a sex slave. Don't trust her.
So, I'm just curious, what prompted you to use this instead of Google
Never
Translate?
met anyone
Because I didn't know any better.
anything higher than a
Okay.
5-minute.
So I will share with you and then you can decide. Part of the reason I like Google Translate is
And it's
because
interesting
it
because
has the
10 minutes
lens
is kind of
feature.
what a lot of
Uh-huh.
people
So
know.
even if you're somewhere in a restaurant that doesn't have a menu available in English, you can use the lens to read it.
Enter a trade
Yeah.
That does that too?
Uh-huh.
holding overnight.
Yeah, and I put the language in there, whatever language I have underread, and translate from that, and then I talk in it out.
Day long. And the reason why I say
One
that
or
is
the other,
because
something
if
like
you
that.
learn
But anyhow,
that I
did I
teach
put me in?
So where's the,
things
oh,
on
on
the
the
base
back.
10 level. That
So
means
this is the camera
in
that
a
reads.
trade,
Yes.
That's
no matter
cool.
what
And then read it for me, and
everybody
it's
here is
like a
going to use
text,
a different chart
translate
depending on their
for me.
personality.
Okay.
My job is to kind of fit
Put it
you
in.
with the chart that matches not only your personality, but
I don't know what I shouldn't
realistically,
be worried about, but still, I get on this track
realistically,
now.
it can handle the
understand.
time
I
frame
do.
that you're trying to trade on. I get it, you 9 to 5
And is this, do you have to have Wi-Fi for this, or is it
You guys
working?
can't
It
really
works
look at a
with Wi-Fi and
5-minute or
without.
3
I would
minute, 2
download
minute.
the stuff.
But
You
to be
can work
honest,
it
if you're
without
a 9 to
Wi-Fi.
5
All
you're
right.
buying something at 9:30 and then leaving and going to work.
Yeah,
and
for
coming
some
back at
reason
4
my
o'clock.
camera, my ring doorbell has gone offline in Panama
Anybody
City,
that
so
can't look at the
Electricity
market
out there?
and you
I don't
leave
think so.
and turn your computer
But
on
it
and
may
go
be, but it just
and
doesn't
come
make
back,
sense that it
you
would be.
gambling.
Cause even my,
I'm just letting you know you gambling.
let's see if
If you want to
alarm.com.
But yeah,
enter
usually
trade
with
with
the
the
ring,
best
the
traders
backup
that are out there,
battery will-
you need to be seated at least for the first 2
I know
or
that
3 hours, then go to
like,
work.
for me, the bell itself inside my house would, but the camera will still work
You can
outside.
trade overnight.
Technology.
7-day trades, 14-day trades.
I hate it when it messes up like that because I can't see what's going on my property.
Yeah.
Because you
So,
compete.
Isn't it funny? Think about what would happen before we had ring
I
doorbells.
know.
When we were so dependent on it. Myself included. Because when I be away, I look on the camera and see what's going
Yep.
on. Yeah,
Think
for
you gonna
sure.
trade better than me? Like the ego.
One night, this guy had gotten into my backyard. That was before I put the locks on
You're
my
not
gate.
now
Back
trading
there.
me or
And he was back
anyone
there
in this
knocking on the
room.
back door. I'm so
Stop
glad
doing
I
it.
wasn't there. Because he was scared. He said, they after me. They after me. I
If you
say,
want to be able to hold things overnight, I'm going to help you guys in the room. Is going to help you
finally,
guys with
I
a
think
strategy
he
that
left
fits
there
your
and went to
style.
somebody else's
We
house
want
and they called the
everyone
cops
to
on me.
win, but we want you to
But I didn't
realistically
know it until after
understand
the
what
fact,
you're
but
dealing with
I
at the
immediately
time.
went down there and put locks
You
on my
can
gate.
do it,
Yeah.
And then the combination
now.
locks so at least a lawn man can get out there and
It's
people
like
spray
closing your
grass, all that
eyes
kind
and
of
trading.
stuff.
Right.
How many people can literally
don't have to
close
get
their
down there
eyes and
soon
hit
enough.
buy and hit sell?
Get that set back up.
With nothing going on, like, but that's what you guys are doing, and then you get mad at me
One
when I
system
tell
is
you
on
about
satellite,
yourself.
the ring doorbell is connected to my wireless.
Right.
So I use a 10-base system. So a
But I
10
put security
candle
cameras,
system
yeah,
means,
all around the
depending on your
office.
strategy, if you're using a 15-minute
Yeah.
candle,
Yeah.
you really need 45 minutes
We
to
saved a
even
lot of
see
brothers
if there's a
on
trend there, because you
some
need
pieces.
2 or 3. Most
And we
traders
sold
need
them.
2 or 3 candles to kind of figure out direction. So if you're using a 15-minute candle, it's because
And
you
you guys
want
just use
trades
it
that
for
last
family, like there's not
150 minutes long.
We call it like Airbnb
No.
rental or anything. Okay, look, both of y'all like, I didn't mean to cut that.
Nobody tear that up.
Yeah.
Too long to fix.
Because people ask me that, like, what you gonna do when you move? I'm leaving my house right there. You're not gonna do that.
No.
My dad's record collection and all of that stuff is in my house. I'm not letting nobody in my
That's
house.
right.
I don't blame you.
Absolutely not.
Market.
Mm-mm.
Then
You got somewhere
there's
to always
a
come back
2.
to.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the other thing
There's
is
a
like
9:30 to
I
12. There's a 12 to 2.
this is
There's a
sentimental
2
to me
to
and I
4.
know
There
it,
is no
but
9:30 to 4.
that's the last place I would
Y'all
put my
feel
parents,
like
and
it's
I
a
would never
9:30 to
sell
4.
that
There is
house.
no
And I would
9:30
never
to
say
4,
that
guys.
down there.
There's
Yeah.
And I
3
want to do
trading
with that
periods.
died.
Whatever. But why you here?
That's why I'm here. It's not going. I'm not going to chance putting somebody else's name on it.
Pick
Right.
one of
I
those
only
to
have my
trade.
niece and nephew.
Stop trying
Right
to
there,
put
it's
in an
gonna
order at
say you want
9:30
some more.
and
Yeah,
see
that's
what
my
it
son.
did by 4 o'clock.
So,
You're good.
and I've had other
Not
family
gonna make
members do that.
consistent money
Very
doing it.
few.
Now, if you
That
trade
house has been
9:30 to
for
12 and
months.
you're able to look at your
Go down there, spray
phone
some
during
bugs,
that
you
2
know, stuff
hours,
like
great.
that. But
If you
I
can
haven't
do that from
problems
12 to
so
2,
far.
all you need is 1 hour, guys, to trade.
Yeah, I just
I
think
have
that
a
there's
video that I
and
created
it's
called
funny,
60-minute
I
trading.
wasn't
All you need is
attached to
1
the
more
house in
hour.
Philly because I spent my whole
Out of
childhood
that
trying to get out of
9:30
North
before you
Philly.
just
Like I
got
had
to
no, when my parents sold that house
in
and
my
moved to
opinion,
Florida,
if you
I was
use
like,
an
okay,
hour,
it
let's
looks
work
good.
it
Yeah.
You know, I had no, but
An hour
this
has,
house,
what,
which is
60
weird
minutes?
because the house number is the same. So the house I grew up in was
If an
1622,
hour has
and my
60
house now
minutes
is
and I
1622.
replace
That's how I knew it was
Yes,
my house.
yes.
I was like, this is divine.
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
even into numerology like that.
Right.
I just thought that was crazy. But yeah, I have more of an attachment to this house
Now, because
because
of
my
the
parents
slight
lived in
OCD
there
that I
than I
have, there's no
did
way on
my
earth
childhood
I'm
home.
gonna
Like
get
I,
to create a
they were
6-minute
like,
candle.
do you think you
So
might want to
instead, I
come
use
back
a
to Philly?
5.
Never. No. It's been my whole life trying to get out of here. Actually, sell that thing.
Hour
Sell it.
trades.
I don't care. And they ended up selling it to a
I
family
trade
friend.
9:30 to
But
12
yeah, I was like, I don't want no part of the house.
Yeah.
Nope.
12 to 2. I look and see
And
what
it's
the
funny
market
that
does
that
from
kind of
2
thing,
to
but I
4.
was more
I only
upset
trade the first
when
period. I know a lot of you Californians that like to trade
my
the
mom and her
second
siblings
period.
had to sell my grandmother's
Because
house.
at
I was upset about that. And I
Yeah.
didn't hear nothing
It's
about
what,
it. Because
9
to
o'clock
me,
your
that
time.
was kind of like you. Like,
Mhm.
that
I
was
know a
the
lot of
family
you guys
house.
that
That
love
was
to
where
come
we had
at the end of
Thanksgiving
the
and
day and
Christmas
trade
and
the
everything
Yeah.
was at my mom's and my
session.
grandmother's house. So
I also
when
know
she
you guys
passed
that love to
and
trade
they
the
couldn't decide,
4-hour
like,
set. Like if you're trading the futures market,
to,
that's your fourth session. You can
at
come
that
in and
time,
trade the
my
market,
older-
guys,
my
from
older uncle
8
that already
to
passed, but she
9:30.
agreed that were left.
Trading the S&P,
So
the
whether or
Dow,
not
the
to sell it or
Nasdaq,
not,
commodities,
so
and
they
do
had to
really
sell because
well.
it was.
And then I have
it
those
wasn't
individuals that like to
unanimous.
trade in the evenings or trade
I
at like
heard.
midnight.
And now,
Some
speaking
of
of
my
unification,
traders that
now
live
that
in other
house
countries
worth
where
over
there's
$1
7 or
million.
8
Wow.
ahead of
Little
us.
teeny
So
tiny
they
little house,
Asian,
nothing.
the Asian
And
session, which
I
is at 12 o'clock
just-
midnight.
Unbelievable.
We could
Wow.
have
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Like,
Work
and,
in reverse
and I know that we can
to
have
kind
open
of figure
conversation
out
about
what
like
chart to use.
investments
What I
and
want
things.
you guys
And
to
I
try,
really
you ain't
just
gotta
wish
do it.
overall in the black
I want you
community,
guys
we
to
have more
try this.
conversation
Whatever
about
strategy you're using, I want you to break it down to
long-term
one
financial
chart.
security and how you
One chart.
can
Break it
really
down in
like
10 candles. That's how you're gonna know
change your
what chart you
family's
need.
financial future.
Oh yes,
I use
But people are so short-sighted, especially when they're emotional and,
I'm
after
gonna
loss or
use
whatever.
a
Like, that's why I said you have to
5-minute
have
chart.
these conversations before it
Volatility
gets
has
to that point.
increased,
Because
so I'm
once the
using a
person
3-minute
passes,
chart. We
it's
talked
too late.
about
Like,
that
you're not
all
even
week
in a
long.
frame of mind to
That's
have
the
those
first candle.
conversations.
And
So you
at
gotta
the same
do
day,
it as a
you ain't gonna
family
see
while
me use
everybody
nothing
is,
higher than a
one,
5-minute
in
candle.
their right mind.
Right.
Because even in my family,
If I
we've
wanna
had
hold something
Alzheimer's,
overnight,
dementia, whatever
you
happened.
can use
So
an hour
you
or a
can't
2-hour
wait
candle.
until that
Even
person
a
is in
4-hour
deep
candle.
sleep
Even though,
to be
guys,
like,
4
oh, what you
hours
gonna
is
do?
half the day. Like,
Like,
you
you
only
have to have that
got 2
conversation
candles
early
to
so
kind of
that
tell
everybody
you
knows
what the
what's
market's
what.
doing. You got a
Get it in
9,
writing.
1 candle, and then a 1 to 4.
Get it in
How much
writing.
information you
Yeah.
gonna get with a 4-hour candle?
Yeah.
Well, the younger generation aren't gonna listen to us.
I
Cause,
say
our
go down to
parents,
a
I didn't
2-hour
listen to
rule.
my mother as
My
much
humble opinion.
as I should
Who am
have.
I?
But then again, I didn't have the money to. I had to pay for school.
But she had a mother that had the
If I
knowledge.
want to
Yes.
make money
Her mother
for
is
7
invested
to
for
14
years.
days,
Yes.
I need
Way
to buy
back.
She's a
those
coin
Friday
collector,
expirations or the expirations
I
for
mean,
next
Lord.
week. The
But
perfect
anyhow,
chart.
yes.
I know. It is
Collective
just,
healing.
yeah, she's a collector.
But her
Because
mother has the knowledge,
in
and
all
she's
honesty,
done well
guys,
with her
when stocks
investments.
start to go
Mine
up
didn't
and down,
have
they
that
only
knowledge.
trend
Yeah,
for
mine
about
didn't
10
either.
days for
So my
about 2
parents,
weeks.
well,
You
They
gotta go to
go up
work
for
every
about
day.
2 weeks, then they
And
chill.
save
Then
a
they
little
go
bit.
up for
And you
about
gotta
2
do
weeks,
that,
then they
because you
chill.
know I
Or they
need
go
that money
down for
work
2
for
weeks,
them.
then they chill.
Because I've been
They
doing
go
what I
down
see now.
more for 2
Oh,
weeks.
That's
About
been my
10
dream
days,
for
about
years. I don't
14
make
days.
lazy.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make money while I sleep.
14
I
days
wanna work
is
for
2
somebody
weeks
all my
because
life.
of the
yeah. And I
Saturday,
didn't know
because of
that.
the weekends.
Yeah, I had
So that chart
similar
is perfect.
to your
So when you're
experience.
getting in
My
something
dad
like
was in the
this,
banking industry for
right,
40 plus
and you're
years.
counting
So I
the
learned
trends, you're counting the
at,
colors.
I'm not even
So
kidding, 5 years old
everyone
at
in
the
this
kitchen
room,
table how to
we can
balance a
always
checkbook.
Yes.
count
My dad was very
what we
transparent
were in
about
on trends.
finances.
Yes.
And it's
This is,
universal.
here's my paycheck.
Right.
We're like, oh, you
Here,
we
this is
doing.
what we got.
Yes.
We gotta pay these. That was back in the day when we had to write out, physically write out a check.
Yes.
And keep your check ledger,
Uh-huh.
check ledger,
Yeah.
and put stamps and this
Yes.
and so I did all of that when I was little. I didn't understand credit.
Right.
So I got to
Once it
college,
gets to about
and they
7
was,
or 8,
here go this credit card,
Yeah.
here go this credit card.
Set you up.
Set and not even understanding like, oh, if I spend this $1,000,
And for about 9 or 10
how am I gonna pay
candles, you
that?
might
Oh,
want
and
to
now I gotta
start
pay
lightening up.
25%, whatever it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So now this $1,000
See
is
how many
$1,500.
candles.
Yes.
Because who got money as an 18-year-old college student
Yes.
to pay
That's
for
right.
that, right? So child, I was ordering,
How
I'm
many
not eating that cafeteria food, I'm
Yeah.
and not understanding, oh, now,
candles do you
4
guys
years
see?
later, when I wanna go get an apartment, I
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah. There you go.
because my credit is trash,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
I learned to take care of how, so
On
my
average, how many
bills,
candles do y'all see?
right, because first of all, I didn't bill, it's not a utility, it's not food. So
Right.
my bills were
I
paid.
should be chilling.
But I
Should
didn't
be
have
like,
an
all right, I
understanding
think
of
I made
credit,
enough money.
no knowledge of investment, because my parents didn't know that, to your point, like, it was, you go, you get you a good job,
Yes.
you work said, good job, you
Yep.
however many years, you
Yep.
get you a
And I'm
pension,
using
you
a
don't even
5-minute
exist, people don't even get pension,
And
I don't
I'm
have a
in on a
pension.
5-minute
Yes.
chart.
It wasn't even a
That
thing
means by the
when,
10th
It stopped with mine.
Yeah.
50 minutes would have gone by. So you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Yep.
15,
and
20,
the thing about
25,
pensions,
30,
unlike
35, 40,
401ks, is
45,
I couldn't
50.
inherit my dad's
By the
pension.
10th
Right.
candle,
I can only inherit
what
his
do you guys see
401k.
this,
Right.
this,
So, to
this,
me, honestly, I feel like it's a little bit better,
it's
but
going right
you don't
back
get the
into the
guaranteed money.
cloud and it's starting to go sideways.
Yeah.
I got you.
But yeah, that was the
It's
thing.
going
It's like, go get you a
sideways.
good job with a pension,
You know
you
why
work
that's
that for
happening?
whatever 40
Because
plus
in
years,
order
and then you got
for
your
a
little
chart
nest egg, but
to
nothing about
trend
investment.
up
Right.
or trend
And money in the
down,
bank.
depending
Money in
on
the
what
bank.
you
But it ain't
look
making
at.
you nothing.
Mhm.
Percent, what, 2%?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought, yeah, but we thought that was something.
Mhm.
And
We were
learn.
told, put your money in the
I
bank.
don't
Well,
give a
really?
dang what candle,
I'm just
what
gonna be
chart you're
honest,
looking
like,
at. You're gonna get
People
surprised
on the
today.
block where I grew up
The
thought
average
we were rich
trend lasts 10
because
candles.
my dad had a car.
The average.
You know, in Philly,
Joel,
having a
this
car is
trend
like,
only lasted 7.31 candles.
so
You're
they thought
incorrect.
we were like,
Average.
I don't know,
guys.
pocket pop, or the
Sometimes
fact
it's
that we
15,
could
sometimes it's
get
7. 10
brand name stuff, and we
is gonna
weren't.
be the average.
Now there were times that I remember being like
It
when I
don't
was
matter
little
what
growing
chart you
up,
look
get
at. You can look at a
cheese and
3-minute,
butter and
5-minute,
stuff, but
15-minute,
like
The
hour,
commodity cheese.
2-hour,
that came
4-hour
in a
day.
big block like this.
Yeah, boy.
So when I was little, I in when my parents probably first had me.
charts
Like I have early memories of
like
that,
this
and like
mathematically
walking with my mom
charts
to go
move
stand in
up,
line.
charts move
But
down,
for the most part,
charts
at least in
move
my
up,
knowledge, I don't
charts
think we were
move
on
down.
food stamps, or if they were,
When
it wasn't
things
something
start
that
to
I saw.
trend
Yeah.
to the
So
upside,
the kids
or
I grew up
downside,
with saw that and
they're
was
gonna
like,
trend up just like this, right? They're
hell,
gonna
even the fact that my
trend
dad
up.
was in my house.
Right.
When they're
Yeah.
trending up to the
Wasn't
upside,
thinking.
guys.
So,
Yeah.
so I grew up
You know,
thinking,
in order to make this
I didn't know I was
move,
poor till
in
I went
order
to
to
private
make
school.
this
I'm gonna be
move
honest.
from here
And then white
to
people
here,
showed me what rich looked like.
Yeah.
Them white people showed me real quick what rich
I'm
is.
gonna get to that upside
I was
with
like,
one
oh,
candle.
this chick got a whole elevator in
In order
her
for your
house.
charts to look beautiful and it shows you these
Yeah.
beautiful
So I didn't know
trends to
until
the
really
upside and
like I was 12
downside,
years old.
you're gonna get an
7
average,
years old.
average fool,
Oh,
average.
It's different.
Cause Joel, I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna go and count some
Now I got
stock.
to
You
learn
gonna
how to
see
do this.
11.
This column is the total
And
return,
be like,
percent
what are you talking
return.
about? I
Okay.
saw 11
That's
on this one and 3 on
136%,
another one. It's
82%,
average.
152%. Those are all individual stocks.
Just
That's what I was trying to
listen
tell
what
you.
I'm saying.
You know,
Alright,
now this is a
instead of trying to
marijuana
prove
stock.
me
I'm
wrong.
not expecting to make any money until they legalize
Charts
it.
are gonna stair step
But I bought
going
it at
up.
dollar share.
When it
So
stair
I'm
steps
good.
going
But
up
that's what I'm saying.
or
That's what you need
down,
to be
you're gonna get about a
expecting.
10 candle
If
trend.
you
When
get
it
much less
pulls
than that,
back,
you
guys,
get at
that
341%
pullback,
return.
it's trending in
Yep.
one
Ralph
direction.
Lauren,
It's either a
235%
pullback
return.
that's
I never would have
25
thought I'd get that out of
to
Ralph Lauren.
50%
USAR,
of that move.
that's rare earth minerals. that
These
they're
are
gonna
just
need for this
mathematical
AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing well right now, but it's gonna do it. I'm just
10
gonna hold on
candles
to
up.
it.
When
That's
it pulls
gold.
back about half of this
Stop.
candle in order
37%
for it to
return.
be
Man, this
a
Vanguard, I think
trend.
that's
If it goes sideways,
Yeah,
guys,
it
it's
is.
not a
Yeah.
trend.
that's what I want you to look for. You know,
So
whenever
you're
you
not
get
gonna
ready
see the
to.
numbers that
So if you need a list of what we got, our
Sideways
portfolio,
move is
I'll
not
be
a
glad to
And
share it with you.
all hers is not the same as mine. I don't
Oh, so
think.
you have totally separate.
I have, well, it's not, I have some different stocks, I think, than what she had. I think I have like Eli Lilly,
trending
who else?
Costco is something else.
Costco, I have Costco,
down. Y'all
um,
see this chart?
I think we got Apple,
You
Microsoft,
don't see
and I think I have
any
something
straight
else that's different from her.
Eli Lilly is a 68%.
Yeah,
return.
Eli Lilly.
I was trying to think. Costco.
Since he's on, I can't pull it.
Saying
Oh, she can pull it up. What I got
Costco is a
here?
97% return.
Yeah.
Seeing
And this
this
stock
move,
is like
you're
$1,000
seeing
a
these
share. It was
moves here,
$9.92 right now.
right?
because
And there's
it's
little
all
ones
stock.
there's little ones in
Oh,
between
shit.
each of those.
But I had some. What's
Alright,
do I
this is
still
what
got
I'm
Duke
saying.
Energy?
Even though this is going up and
Yeah,
down.
I may have some, but I have a little bit different than she has.
Yeah, I don't look at
Stair
her too
steps,
much,
you're
you know,
seeing
because I play
stair
with
steps.
mine a lot.
Stair
Hers
steps,
is always.
stair steps.
Yeah, I was like, leave it alone.
She
Leave
buying
it
it,
alone.
leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
On average,
And I'm just gonna say, so when you're buying it, you're
average, these
buying,
moves,
you know,
these
10,
big
20
trending
shares
moves
at
to
a
the
time.
upside.
Sometimes I
40,
can
it depends on, just depends on what it is and how much we have available to
That's
buy.
right.
But we may
So
start
that's
off
what you were
with
saying,
10.
that you look at your
So
cash
it don't matter
reserve.
what
That's
chart
right.
you're looking
How
at.
much
Yes,
you
you
have to
guys
play
are
with,
looking
so
at
to
a
speak.
day
Right,
chart.
I
right.
have enough to buy 10 shares.
Actually,
I
we
buy
may
10
do
shares.
10.
If I can't buy but one share, I might buy
Watch
one
this.
share.
I go to a day
Or we
chart.
learn from them what they're saying, like say Microsoft's going on sale tomorrow. You won't put all your money into Microsoft. You may put 20,
2-hour chart.
buy 20 shares
Same
today.
thing, you're gonna
See if
see
it's gonna drop some
stair-stepping
more.
moves
You
up,
don't know what it's gonna do tomorrow,
down,
and then you buy some more the next
down,
day if that's what you want.
up,
Okay.
So it's something like that, but you don't just spend all your money at one time. You always save some back.
down.
Just
These
in
are
case.
days.
It drops even more.
When they go up, guys, yeah, this is about 13.
It's a job. I mean, it's not a real job.
It's not a
This is
real
about
job.
7.
Even options
This
trading
is
is
about
not a job.
10.
That's
This is about
we
12.
made less than an hour.
Oh yeah, every now and then it might be 11.
Yeah, that's the most we've ever made though, 930.
Sometimes 600, but that's only our fourth
Over
trade,
and
I think.
over again.
Yeah.
And when it pulls back,
And the other time that we lost that money, we did something stupid because we rounded high-fiving each other. Oh, we made
Yeah,
350.
yeah.
And next thing you know, it dropped. We were looking like,
see how it
we
went
lost
short
all
again?
our
And
money.
when you see it go up, then you see it start creating. Like, oh, what did I do? Do I wait and see if it go back up again? We'll look at graphs tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll look at graphs tomorrow so you can visualize. You can see.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, look, I just need to bring y'all to my meetings. Like, look, my investment counselors, my private investment counselors, and they say I need these here stocks.
You can pull up Yahoo's finances and
Yeah,
tell you
show
what
on the bigger one. It won't.
Which is why a lot of you guys make mistakes.
I got it right.
I see a lot of you teachers
Young girl.
teaching this
Oh my
crap.
Girl, no, I left my eyeballs in
That's
the
why I'm so
car.
sorry.
I wear glasses now, girl.
I know.
I wear glasses.
Around here,
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen like this.
You want any candy?
guys,
Oh, no, thank you. I was
And you
gonna-
know we got whatever. You just go ahead.
I was going to look, now Tootie got me drinking. I was going to ask what else was available. Because I'm not, I had my one glass of that.
Oh, you would
I
have to
can't
go
do
around.
that.
Now, I've got some cognac here.
You would have to go around the corner.
everybody knows this. And I'm like, have you
Well, I always like to ask the host
trending
because, you know, sometimes you
it
have
never
stuff on the
comes
right
back
side.
to its support level. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
$10,000 classes, guys, teaching this crap. Teaching support and resistance. Support and resistance, support and resistance. You need to know support and resistance. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trashing support and resistance. It's just that a lot of you guys
How do rumors get started? Started by the jealous people and they
markets are trending up or down, and you got a strategy that only works 10% of the time. So you ain't never taking no trades. All right. So let's put some of these to the test. You guys don't believe they work? We're gonna use either the Ichimoku. So this is what I want you guys to do for me. It's 7:30. I want you guys to give me a stock, and then if I want you to give me a stock and then put an I by the stock. If you want me to use the Ichimoku, I'll still use like the 200 day. Or if you want to see a intraday trade with that stock, I want you to put a F by it so that I know to pull up the FW Mobo. And you guys are gonna see what I call a magic show. What is a magic show? It's what most of you educators should be doing. You should have the
This is what
audience
I like to do.
give you a stock that you've never well,
You
not
say
that
lemon
you've never seen,
I
but a
don't
stock
like-
that
if
you
I do
don't have the charts prior to. You should be able to take your strategy and teach your strategy in a live setting where everybody can see it, and we can judge if it works or if it doesn't work.
They thought it was so strange. That
Just
I
like that. All
I
right.
think it's strange.
So G7, the one and only, wants to look at
Because that's
LYB,
the cello you're going to have by itself.
and you want to use the. Oh, you want to see it
But
as an
I
intraday
can see
trade,
how
okay?
it can take the edge off the phone.
You want to use. Remember, guys, the Fubo, what is it? Fubo is for intraday trading.
I can see that.
All
You know how
right. So
you
let's
put
say I
the
wanted to
one
trade
slice in a blue, right? 'Cause
LWB
you wanna
today.
get that
How am I going to trade this? For one, can somebody in the comment section tell me what is the ATR, the average true range of LYB? I need to know how much it moves on a daily basis. All right. So when I pull that up and I pull up
No,
LYB,
because it has a little water, so it'll be okay.
LYB.
Did you check the mail?
No, I gotta go to the restroom.
You're gonna see. I'm
Yep,
gonna use I'd rather use my 3-minute candle, but whatever. We're gonna use the 5-minute today. LYB, ATR. If you don't know what ATR is, you better come to class. It's ATR is what? Can somebody find the ATR for me for LYB? Please tell me the ATR for LYB. I need it fast. All right, let me find it since you guys ain't gonna find it. 2.91. 2.4. Where you get you found you got 2.44? Oh, all right, 2.91. That's what I got too. I'm using Thinkorswim, so it's different, right? Why do we need to know 2.91? Oh my God. You've been intraday trading this long and you don't know how much your stock moves? You need to come to class. LYB, LYB moves $3 a day on average. $3. $3. That means if it goes up, if I wake up one morning and it's already up $3, you shouldn't be buying it. If you're day trading, it already moved $3. It moves $3 a day on average. Remember, everything that we talk about is on average. So, if I was trading this on Tuesday, oh, that's Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, Joel. Today is Wednesday. You're looking at the wrong day, sir. We're gonna put on the Heikeneishi candle, and we're gonna look for a move. Now, I don't know why you like trading this, but it doesn't matter what I like or what you like. What we're looking for is we need 2 wickless candles. So we're gonna look for them. Now, a wickless candle is gonna look like this. This is how a wickless candle looks like. This one right here. This one right here is a wickless candle. Why is it wickless? I'm sorry, it's got a wick, but it's only on one side. This is a wick, just like on a candlestick. This is a wick, but it doesn't have a wick on this side. That is beautiful. But I need 2 in a row. I need 2 in a row. All right.
And in India,
So,
that's all they drink.
Oh, really?
at
I'm talking
9:30, I don't have any wickless candles in a row. Oh, except for this. Here's a 2 right here at 9:40 and 9:45. So here's your 2 wickless candles right
Did you go
here.
back to India?
Yes, because I really didn't see it because I was working.
Okay.
And I
Here's
was working
one.
U.S. hours, so I was sleeping during the day and working at night.
Here's one.
Oh, okay.
So I would say yes because I didn't really get to,
Oh, that's terrible.
even though I was
Hold on.
there for almost 2 weeks. I feel like I didn't get to go to the Taj Mahal or any of that. So I would go back to India
Here's
to
one.
do the tourist
That's
stuff,
one.
but it is intense.
How
Like,
do we
the
know?
traffic,
Because
the
look at this
people,
big old
the
wick on top of
smog.
it. That's
That
the
was the other
direction
thing.
we want
Smog
to go
looking
in.
like fog.
We want to
It
go.
was
heard,
just like
And the second one is
the
right
air
next
quality
to it.
Yeah, that's what I
Into
heard.
this
I was at,
trade,
thankfully, most of the time that I
I
was
want
out
to
was
buy
at night,
halfway
so I didn't have
in
to,
between the candle that's
do any
prior to
possession,
it. But
the
if
few
you
times that
really
I was
want
out
to get
during
a
the day, I was,
good
it almost
price,
reminded
you
me
want
of,
to buy it at
Mexico
the
City.
10-day
I had
moving
Mexico
average,
City.
which is
Like,
right here.
the amount of smog and yeah,
So,
it,
once
like,
that went
and
off,
for y'all
I
because
would have seen
you
that
have
this
respiratory challenges, I
full
think that
cloud
might
was
be.
green.
But
I
that's
would've
really
said, man, I'm
in
buying this
Mumbai,
bad boy at
so Monday.
65.86.
And I was working in Pune,
Joel
which
would have
is
been in at
it was like a 45-minute
65.86, and
flight,
you
so I
guys
know
would have
how
been
long
like,
it
how
is,
did
but
you know to go
I mean, it's a
long? Because the
people in
Fubo
India,
was green
like,
when they
with a
triggered.
So they
I mean,
live
I
on
feel
top
like
of each
it doesn't
other.
matter where you're
It
gonna
was
go.
scary.
They
You were
just
like,
are,
oh my
unless you're like
God,
out in the
this
country
train
somewhere,
is
they
red
want
and
to
Joel
Packed.
was
that,
wrong.
and it's loud because it's a lot of buses and motorcycles.
But if you're
So
stuck with it, if
for
you're
me,
stuck with
like
the
the auditory
percentages,
sensory overload,
you would have
and
been in at
kind of thing, but
65.86. You
I heard
were going to be
Thailand. Excuse me,
low.
I'm sorry. I heard
Looking for
Thailand Air,
10
and I just heard
candles,
this recently.
people.
Thailand Air was not the best quality.
How many green candles y'all
I
see
know,
right
probably
here?
in
That red.
Bangkok.
How many
Yeah,
green
probably
probably in
candles do y'all
Bangkok,
see
but
after
just
that
because
red?
there's
Yes.
because there's so many
How
people
many
in
green
Bangkok.
candles y'all see, people?
You need
Count
some
'em up.
something to chew and
Count 'em
snack
up,
on.
count 'em
like
up.
some-
Maybe after I had this second glass.
You need peanut butter
I sure do. Let me tell you, I'm a single person, but I have a big container like this. I get
10.
mine is smaller than that.
Really? Yeah. I remember
Container.
seeing those. I used to have one.
I get the tall container from
Is
Sam's.
educating you guys
Sam's
on
or Costco,
trends.
one because I had both, but one of them two.
Love Costco.
That's why.
It's just not one year.
You would have made money from 65.86 to
I don't know.
66.86.
Wow.
Yeah, but we got to stop.
Day trader,
I will, and I have to. I do like I have to put it in the thing because if I sit with the container, I'll keep.
Yeah.
So I make myself divide it out.
Here's the rule of
I
thumb.
have to do the same thing with if I get potato chips. Because if I'm binge watching something,
It's all gone.
do y'all like Paradise?
Y'all need to write this down.
Is that gay one?
Whatever the
No, it's
ATR is. Do y'all remember
it's
what the
with Sterling
ATR
K.
was?
Brown, and it's
Do
about.
y'all remember
I don't even know
what
how
the
to describe
ATR
it.
was?
But the second season just started. But it's one of my favorite shows.
ATR
Anyway, yeah, if I'm watching anything,
The ATR
If
is
it
3.
ain't about
When
investing
you
or
see
murder
the
mystery,
ATR, guys, quit trying to get the whole ATR. Realistically, guys, I want you guys to concentrate on getting in the beginning. I want you guys to try to get 1/3 of the ATR. If you popping off like that, you can try to get half. That means if the ATR is 3, I'm looking to make at least a point or a point and a
Now,
half.
if you want something sweet, there's some cookies in here too.
Because you got in at the 65-86 area, you should be thinking about. I'm not going to say get out at 66. I want you to hear me out. If it gets to 66 within the first 3 candles and it keeps running and you're not at that 10 or 11 or 12 candle period yet, let that bad boy go. Let it run. I don't want you to get out just because it's $1. Let it run. And as it starts to run, you're simply gonna put a little trend line at the bottom. You're gonna put a trend line at the bottom of those candles. And if we break that trend, like we did, then you can be like, let me get out at 66.86. You got your full $1. But anyone that bought this expecting $5 or $10, you're not being realistic. The ATR is 3. Usually, great traders can get half of that. We're gonna try to get 1/3 in the beginning. So whatever numbers you guys see, shoot for 1/3 to 1/2. As you get better, you can start shooting for the full ATR, and then bragging after you get it. Guys, if you can get a full ATR or more a day, I want you to come in the room and brag. Because it's hard to get a full ATR. But if you get, you get that one, you get 1/3 of it or half of it, hey. All right, you guys see how that trade popped off? Any questions? Any question? Yeah, this is a 5-minute. I'm gonna be honest. I use a 3-minute now, but this was the 5-minute chart for an hour trade, and that trade started. That trade started at 9:55. Guess what, guys? You were out at 10:55. Remember my video, 60-minute trading? That's why it's called 60-minute trading. 5-minute chart, 10 candles. That's your hour. I'm off to the golf course. Bam. Done by 11. Put on my golf stuff. Hit the course at about 12. Be home by 5. All right. Anybody want me to look at another one?
I don't know about y'all, but I only got certain things.
We know where you go. When they find you got money, they beg. Okay. They hand us up.
I saw it earlier. Let me go back. So that was wait. Let's look at.
Don't share. Yeah. Unless they like mine with you and have like you.
Stair steps, true, yeah. Dang. All right, let's look at. I don't know if I missed some, but we'll look at LMT Ichimoku. All right. Let's look at a different one. We're gonna look at Lockheed Martin, guys. But now we're gonna look at Lockheed Martin. ATR don't mean nothing when you're swing trading. When you're swing trading, guys, and you're using the Ichimoku,
when you don't want to give up your money to help them.
So if we were using a day chart and we were looking at Lockheed Martin, check this out. What's interesting is that Lockheed Martin, the Ichimoku told you to stay away, and I'm gonna take this off. Hold on. Let me take the volume off real quick. All right. So this blue line that you guys see is the 200-day moving average. As long as the 200-day moving average is angled up, it increases your luck. The fact that you guys are above this cloud, you shouldn't have been thinking about shorting whatsoever. The only people shorting is cats trying to go against a moving train. You're not that good. You're not Superman. A lot of you guys think you guys can overpower the market. I don't know why you think you can. Some of you guys' egos are just huge. I'm just gonna go against all the billionaires on the planet.
Yes.
Word? I'm gonna trade with the billionaires. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I'm trading with the billionaires. The Ichimoku, guys, is what color right now? What color is the cloud? What color do you guys see? What color do you see here? In the comment section, what color is the Ichimoku? And you guys are looking at Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin is going bananas because of the war. All right, this is the Ichimoku cloud right here. This green cloud that you see is the Ichimoku. The Ichimoku was green on Lockheed Martin before the war even started. All right. Lockheed Martin's chart started to go, the cloud started to go green, guys, February the 10th. Y'all know February the 10th? This cloud was green. The 200-day moving average was up. You should have, in my opinion, I know you short sellers that caught these 2-day moves. I don't know why y'all trying to catch these 2-day moves when you can catch a 10-day trend. Look at all this money I can make, but y'all out here using Bollinger Bands trying to catch these little two-day moves. 2 days. 2-day moves. Meanwhile, Joe catching these moves. I'm catching 15, 20-day moves. You trying to catch 2-day moves. You 2 days, I'm 15 days. 15 days, 2 days. Now, I want to catch 15 days, 15. I want to short just like you guys do. Don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I'm a bear also. The problem is that y'all's ego tells you that you can go against a moving train.
Yes.
And I'm like, why are you guys shorting bullish companies? Because you think they're too high? Word? That doesn't make any sense, because when stocks start to move in price, guys, it don't care about technicals. When it fundamentally wants to go up, it's going up. No Bollinger Band, no resistance, no support line is going to stop it. But what you can do is you can ride those trends. A lot of you counter trenders, get out of counter trending, guys. I have never, ever met a successful counter trender. I haven't. I've seen them catch, if you're gonna counter trend, I get buying low and selling high, right? Ooh, it's too high. Great. Wait until it goes lower and then go, keep riding it to the upside. Okay, I've never met a counter trender for the 15 years that I've been trading. And there's some people that claim they are, and then I'll sit down with them and I'll say, all right, let's look at some of your trades. 100% of the time, they don't want to talk about it. I told you guys, I've lost friends because of this. I've lost trading buddies because of this, because I'm I'm all about the science and the math behind everything. I'm like, great, you keep trying to get me to do this, show me when it works. And not when it works on the one time that you did it. I want to see it work on everything we doing. I want to be able to not know about any company, pull it up, use your strategy, and it works 75% of the time. If that's not the case, then your strategy sucks. A lot of people can't handle that. They can't handle me. Because look, I don't want to lose you guys money. I'm all about you guys making money. Because the more money you guys make, and the positivity that's out there, the more money I make. So why do I want you to lose money with a terrible strategy? I don't. So that's why we're learning these things, and we're learning how to back test. And we're learning how to take steps. Like, there's nothing wrong with learning a new thing. That's why we're talking about the Ichimoku. Some of you guys are going to love this and use it for the rest of your life. I'm no longer going to use this. Some of you guys are going to use the FW mobile, and it's going to change the way that you day trade for the rest of your life. Some of you guys are going to be like, ugh, I can't stand the green and the red. Great. Some of you guys are going to be like, Heikanaishi is just ridiculous. I can't tell the open and the closing of the price. Okay. I'm not telling you guys this is what you got to use. I'm saying that whatever strategy you're using, back test it. And if you can't pull it up on every stock that you pull up, then trash that strategy. If it's so complicated that you can't even teach it to your closest friend, trash it. It's too complicated. All right, keep it simple. Keep it super simple. Super simple, super simple. Let's look at Lockheed Martin as a day trade. Let's look at Lockheed Martin as a day trade. I'm interested in seeing if we could have made money today. I see that it's down today. So I don't know if it had moved to the upside or downside. I haven't looked at the chart yet. But let's do it. Let's see. So, in the comment section, Lockheed Martin, how much is what is the ATR for Lockheed Martin? What is the ATR? What is the ATR for Lockheed Martin? I need to know. I need to know what is the ATR of Lockheed Martin. I need to know. Lockheed Martin, please. Come on, y'all got me. Lockheed Martin, ATR, Lockheed Martin, ATR. Pull it up. I know there's a lag on here, so we're gonna pull it up on. Let's look at it on my chart. Where's my 3 minute? I'm feeling a little weird looking at the. I'm feeling weird looking at the 5 minute, even though I done taught you guys how to use the 5 minute. All right. Oh, Lockheed Martin looked like a loss. Lockheed Martin was a loss into a win. All right, so Lockheed Martin. Here's the thing. Look at these, man. These were beautiful up until the move happened. Look at these. Look at these candles. It sucks because that was the day before. Y'all see this? That candle and that candle, these are wickless candles to the downside. Y'all see those? 1, 2, 3, 4 into this move. Now at 9:30, you had this move and this move. Now I forgot to tell you guys about this. I forgot this one little step that I forgot to tell you guys about, that we always talk about. The first 5 minutes of the market, you should be boxing out the first 5 minutes. Because I'm using a 3 minute candle, that means I'm gonna box the first candle and the second candle. So all I wanna do is put the lowest price and the highest price of the very first 2 candles of the market. This is the 9:30 candle right here. That's the 9:30 candle. What color is the FW Mobo? Everybody? Everybody? What color is? It's red, right? Now, you did get 2 wickless candles. However, those wickless candles has to be going down the sideways. So if you were trading this, this was a wickless. That was 1, 2, right? But then here's the thing. By time we got to the area where I wanted to short, how many candles in are we by time we needed to short at 9:45? How many red candles do you guys see?
No, I was just saying, like, my liver ain't gonna be worse.
How many red candles do you see? By time we got to the 10-day moving average where I like to short.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm like, I don't know if you want to.
Man, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Even if we counted today's candles, we were at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the 7th candle, really the 6th or 7th candle, man, it's been 21 minutes. I'm not taking this. This should have popped up to the 10-day moving average within the first 3 candles before I would take this trade, so I wouldn't have taken it. Okay? But look at what happens over here. Look at what happens over here. So you don't want, so guys, everybody knows the rule. Everybody knows this rule that trades with me. We don't get in past the third candle. Sorry. If you can't get in within the first 3 candles, that trade is over for you. Why? Because we're looking for 10 candle trends. And if by the 5th, 6th, 7th candle, it still ain't dropped, I don't want to get in it anyway. But look at what happens here. We get a green candle here. We get a green candle here with a wickless. It's wickless, and we got a second one right here. And guess what we do on the 3rd candle? On the 3rd candle, which says I can get in, you could be in this stock at $650. Joel would have been long at about $650. Now, you need this bad boy to go up after about 10 candles. So after 10 candles, which is 1 candle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, this is the 10th candle right here. It's a gamble from here. This is the 10th candle. It ain't gone up yet. And I'm getting ready to go play golf. Now you're lucky because we're at 651 now. I never got that ATR I never got the ATR for Lockheed. What is the I'll look it up. What's the ATR for this bad boy? The ATR for Lockheed Martin is, y'all were supposed to find this for me. Y'all probably did. I just didn't catch it. All right, the Lockheed Martin's ATR. Oh, it's 18.82. Thank you, Tisha. Appreciate that. That means this thing is supposed to move. It's supposed to move $18. That means, let's do the math, guys. This thing is supposed to move $14. If the low is 644 and we're pushing up in price, what price should we be pushing up to? If the ATR is 18, are y'all sure? It's 18. It's supposed to go from 644, guys, to like 662. Yeah, it's supposed to go to 662 on a normal day. On a normal day, this is supposed to go to 662. It dropped from yesterday. What I usually do is I'll go to the 3 to 4 o'clock yesterday's swing highs and lows. So it did drop 11 points. Because yesterday's highs was 655. So it was supposed to, it dropped to 644, so it dropped 11 points, but its move from the lows to the highs and the highs into the lows is 18 points. on average. That means this thing is supposed to go. So I understand if you bought this long, you're like, well, shoot, this bad boy got to go to 662. And I guess it does start to move up in price by the end of the, by the end of the day.
I would have loved this.
We got as high as 656.
I get overwhelmed when she come over here with all this. I do, because it's too much.
I'm thinking it didn't do nothing.
Have her talk about it.
Remember, I ain't looked at this chart. I don't know what it did. Let's see what it did by 4. By 4 o'clock, what did it do? It went back down in price? All right, so the high was 656. So we got in at 650. It went 656. How much are we trying to get of that 18? Let's do the math. How much of that 18 are you trying to get?
Having something like that,
Minimum.
you can't appreciate it.
How much of that 18 are you trying to get? Well, 9 if you're lucky.
I probably will, yeah.
6 or 9.
I mean,
So if you get in at 650,
it's just like your brain can't.
what's 650 plus 6? 656. Bam. You're not mad. You want 1/3 to 1/2. So Shalili has got it right. So I'm not mad. It lasted longer than I thought. It was way more than 10 candles. You got in at 10 o'clock, guys. That trade maxed out at 11:45. What did I tell you guys about trends? They only last for about an hour. If you're lucky, 2 hours. This trend stopped after about an hour and 45 minutes. But think about this. It went sideways for 45 of those minutes. So in essence, it really still only went up from 10:15 to 10:45. It trended for 30 minutes, went sideways for 45, and then went up for 15 minutes again. So it's not even giving you a full, like, real trending move to the upside, but you still got your $6. Now here's the thing. Look at what happened. Oh, this was pretty bad. If you tried to short at 12 o'clock, you would have lost. Well, no, you wouldn't have. You would have been losing if you had taken this short at 12 o'clock, which is why I don't short at 12. At 12 o'clock, you could have taken a short at around the 653 area. It rose to about 655 and dropped to about 650. So you would have made about $3. Here's what's crazy. Anyone that went short here because of your risk to reward, you would have made money, even though it went against you some. Anyone that decided to go long again right here also made money. Y'all see that? Because of your entry. When your entries are tight, it don't matter. Longs make money. That was about $3. Shorts made money. This person that went short still made money, even though they were it went against them a little bit. Whoever went long here made money. Whoever went short right here made money. Y'all see this? Whoever went short here made money.
Okay.
At 3 o'clock, which is no way you're gonna see me taking a trade at 3 o'clock. But whoever took a long here, the volume is kind of low. So we'll say that's the only loss of the day. Here's a loss. So we got about 3 or 4 wins. We got a loss there, and then we had a huge win right there. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do you see it with your own eyes? Guys, that was like 8 trades on Lockheed Martin. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why you should stop trying to trade from 9:30 to 4. Stop doing it. There is 3 different trading periods within the one. Pick one of them. Trade within it. And you're gonna be okay. It's rare that you're gonna take a trade from 9:30 to 4. The market whipsaws too much. You get one day out of the week where it just goes in one direction. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that there's only one day during the week that you get a full move from one side to the other? It only happens once a week. And usually that day is Monday
Oh, that was the worst time.
or Friday,
Yeah.
That was the worst time of our life.
And it was not anything.
statistically. Joe, last week it was a Thursday. Statistically. Y'all be killing me. Statistically. Statistically. All right, any questions? Anybody confused?
It was like,
Anybody confused?
I was still trying to get some of the stuff changed.
Anybody confused? But look at that. That was the move of the day. Jeez Louise, y'all see this?
It was still coming up under.
Look at this. It went, guys, look at this. It got you in immediately. These are wickless candles right here.
Whenever
These
you
two
are
candles.
ready,
Hold up.
I encourage you to.
Do you guys understand why you would have entered this trade? What color is this cloud? What color are these clouds and how do these candles look? Let me make the candles bigger so you can see it. Look at those candles. Those are the perfect shorting candles. The perfect. They don't get any better than that. Red, 2 wicks, going to the downside. Take that. You could have made $3 or $4 in dang near, what is that, 20 minutes?
I'm not ready.
That was a heck of a trade to end the day. Look at that. Guys, every single one of these candles were wickless.
Just sit 10 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is the only one that wasn't wickless.
Just put it in there.
Well, there's a couple. This
I don't
one.
wanna hear it yet.
Well,
And that's understandable.
Yeah.
that lets you know a strong trend was happening. And you see how, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you notice the cloud, I have the cloud lit. You see how it's poking on the bottom of that cloud? That's telling you as long as it's staying outside of the cloud, that is a trend to the downside. When it breaks into that cloud, that's when you want to get worried. But it just went down, 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 down. I mean, that is a beautiful move right there. And you see, as it started to break into the cloud right around 3:15, it started petering out right around here because now it's going into the cloud.
Or electronic copies. So you have to have the official.
And see, these aren't, well, you got 2 wickless here, but it was 3:36 by then. I ain't taking no trade at 3:36.
Yeah, so, I already.
30 minutes left in the market. But boy, oh boy, was that that was a beautiful move. And, you know, and I mean, this was a beautiful move too. This was 10 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to the T. And then it gave you a couple of up candles, but look at this. Count these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all think I just be making this up? I'm not making this up, guys. This was exactly 10 candles, followed by another exactly 10 candles, followed by a major move to the downside.
Come back in the mail. I didn't even know if I was going to get it back. But other friends had told me, like,
Okay.
they would get it.
All right, you guys got it? I hope you guys got it.
These are the types of conversations I feel like we have to have as a friend.
I hope you do. I hope you got it. I hope you got it.
I have to tell you about that. That's your own people business.
I mean, it don't get no easier than that. The easiest day trading strategy you're ever gonna learn from anybody, anywhere. What do you need? What do you need to make this trade happen? I'm gonna write it here, guys. If you want to trade like Joel in the morning, who was kicking everyone's butt trading, you need the TTM trend.
She had this like over 20 years
That's
ago.
found on Thinkorswim.
Based on Teresa.
You also need
At the time.
Yeah, since they divorced.
Heikenaishi.
Recipient of it.
Yeah.
It's like she got it for, you know, it's understandable. She
I do not teach the Heikenaishi in that 60-minute trading video. You got to do a one-on-one session with me, or you better come here and get it for free. What else do you need, guys? I know you guys noticed that the 513 cross is no longer on my charts. You need a 10-day moving average. I don't care if it's an EMA or SMA. You know the EMA is better, Joel. No, it ain't. The EMA is better than the SMA. It's just like people arguing about is Apple better than Android. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm just gonna put MA, guys. MA stands for moving average. So you need the TTM trend. Where can you find the TTM trend? In the comment section. Let everybody know where you can find the TTM trend. And you can find the TTM trend on Thinkorswim and TradeStation. And then if you want, at the bottom of your chart, you need a TTM squeeze.
I can't imagine he ever was.
If you want to effectively trade the market, in my opinion, and I want somebody who trades with a 15-minute to prove me wrong one day. It's just that you guys can't. You guys can't. That's why. You need to use either a 1 minute, a 2 minute, a 5 minute, a 1 minute, a 2 minute, or a 5 minute chart. A 1 minute, a 2 minute, or a 5 minute chart. If you are using a 1 minute chart, you are a true scalper. Listen to me, you 1 minute chart users. Look at me, look at me dead in my cornea. If you're using a 1 minute chart, your trends only last 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's it. If you want a little bit longer, use a 2 minute candle. That's going to give you 20-minute trends. If you want a little bit longer, use a 3 minute chart. Sometimes I use a 3 minute. I like my trends to last 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to use a 3 minute or a 5 minute. Now, when do I switch from 5 to 3? I switch from 5 to 3 when volatility goes up. If the volatility index starts to reach 20, 30, it starts to spike, you guys will see me drop down from a 5 minute to a 3 minute. If the volatility gets above 30, 40, 50, I will be trading the 1 minute with you guys. Why? Because a 10-minute move when the volatility index is at 40 is like a week's worth of profit. I only need to be in the market for 5 or 10 minutes because the waves are like this. When the waves slow up and we have normal market conditions, when the volatility index is under 20, you're going to see me go back to a 5 minute. But because we're in war right now and the volatility of the market has been spiking, that's why you guys have been seeing me use a 3 minute. I know you guys have seen me use a 5 minute for the last year. That's because the volatility has been low ever since May of last year. From May of last year until January, February, the volatility has been low. So that's why you've only seen the 5 minute for about a year. Now the volatility is high. You haven't seen this, Joel. And y'all ain't seen Joel trading when the volatility is at 40 or 50. No way you don't see me trading a 5 minute chart. The moves are too violent. You gotta go down to a 1 minute just to see something. But the trends last like 5-10 minutes when the volatility is at like 50. You get in something 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, you done for the day. It's fun and it's exciting. exciting, but it's also scary. You better be good. For you guys that are newbies, y'all shouldn't be trading or intraday trading when the market and the volatility is above 20. Leave it to the professionals because we know how to adjust. All right. So if you're a trader and you haven't learned how to adjust, listen to what I'm talking about. All right. I've been trading for a very long time. I know how to adjust when the market conditions change. The FW Mobile is going to really help you with the colors. The Heikin-Ashi candles are going to really help you with the trends. What I usually do, guys, is I'm going to be honest with you. I'll use the TTM trend on my charts. I'll use the TTM trend on my laptop where I'm taking orders. And then I'll be looking at the same trade with Heikin-Ashi on my phone. So on my phone, I have a 3-minute and a 5-minute chart. There's nothing else on there. There's nothing on the screen except Heikin-Ashi candles. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for those wickless candles. When I see those wickless candles go, I switch back to my chart. I look for that 10-day moving average, and if we can break back to it within the first, 2 or 3 candles, I'll take that trade. You guys just learned my whole strategy for free. Because I'm like, if you go out there and you say you did it, everybody going to be like, that sure look like Joel's strategy. They going to call you out when you say, I'm just self-made. Now, I told you a friend of mine did show me the Ichimoku, the FW Mobile. So there's only one individual on this earth that can be like, your charts look like mine, Joel. Only one person on earth. And before I started using the Heikin-Ashi and the Mobile on my charts, I still traded it the same exact way with the 5-minute chart, all right, and the TTM trend, which I've been teaching since before COVID. All right, so I just want you guys to understand and know this.
So that's really what started me. I feel like it was starting.
All right. So that's what you need on the screen. All right, we still got some time. I'll go a little bit longer today. I got a little bit of pep in my step.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like whatever you're.
So if you guys have questions, we'll look at some more stocks. What's another stock? What were some of the ones I missed earlier? I know I don't have a moderator. I haven't had a moderator for a second. Y'all need to go find my aunt. I don't know where she is. She went to Africa, came back, ain't never come back to TikTok. I'm trying to find her. She would moderate for me. And then wifey is out of town, so she can't moderate for me. So I got to do it on my own. So it's really hard. The comment section is moving. So I can't really see the old stocks. And I know you guys are writing it more than once, and I apologize for it. I just need more moderators.
Tomorrow I might be able to.
I need more moderators.
And some days I can knock
All right,
out
let's look at, hold on for a second.
Fiber, exercise, eat right. Like I can't. Yeah. It's too much. So however many I can get that day.
All right.
And my water intake, and like all.
Any stocks again? Mobile or Ichimoku? Well, someone mentioned, let's look at some of the top stocks of the day, right? I know somebody mentioned NVIDIA earlier, so let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the largest company on the planet. Let's break NVIDIA all the way down. Let's look at it with the Ichimoku. So we're going to look at the Ichimoku cloud first. Where is my Ichimoku cloud? What the heck? Oh, here it is. So we're going to look at the Ichimoku cloud, and I want to show you guys what I see. So, are we above, below, or in the cloud at this moment? Are we above, below? What color's the cloud? What do y'all see? What do y'all see? It looks like a mess right now. What do you guys see? I want you guys to teach everyone from the comment section what you say. It looks a hot mess, right?
Well, we done told Marilyn what we need. Marilyn help us out with our point.
We're within the cloud. We're inside the cloud. We're not above it. We're not below it. But what I do like, guys, is if you're an investor, I want you guys to think about this. If you are an investor, in the comment section, well, if you're an investor of NVIDIA, you can use True Blue as an area for you to buy, because the line that you guys are looking at right now is the 200-day moving average. This is the most used indicator on the planet. This is the average price of NVIDIA over the last 200 days. Stocks will see their 200-day moving average multiple times a year. 1 to 2 times a year, you will see a stock reach its average price for the last 200 days. Every 2 years, you will see it reach its 200-week moving average, which is the almighty 200. When it reaches its 200-day moving average, there's several ways you can play this. You can buy it if you haven't bought it yet. So for those that didn't know they should have been buying NVIDIA when it was 176, well, you missed out on it. Again, on sale. You could have grabbed it at 176. We're now sitting at, well, it's just $10 higher. We're sitting at 186. So it ain't too much higher. Those are for my investors. My investors. If you're an investor in NVIDIA, grab it now. Now, why would I buy it there? Well, for one, the 200-day moving average, again, is the average price for the last 200 days. What also do we know about NVIDIA's price right now? Its all-time highs was $212. We know its beta is over 2. That means this bad boy moves. If you don't know what beta is, guys, beta is the horsepower of a stock. You gotta know the horsepower of it so that you know how much it moves. You gotta know if you're dealing with a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or you dealing with a Prius. Now, I've owned 3 Priuses, so I'm not shaming people that own Prii. Is Prii the plural of Prius, or is it Priuses? Now, when NVIDIA hit a high of $212, Joel, if he hadn't bought it, if he wasn't up 3,400% already, yes, y'all gonna hear that every live. I'm not gonna buy this unless it's 20% or less. Why? Because, guys, when you got a beta of 2.0, if you got a beta of 2.0, you're gonna drop 20% or more. Usually 50%, but I ain't even buying it unless it's 20% off. So what's 20% off of 212? Well, let's just do simple math. 21 times 2 is 42. We'll just say $40. What's $40 minus 212? That's going to be somewhere around, what, $170? What's $40 minus 210? 170, right? I can either do it that way, just off the rip. So even when I saw it hit 212, Joel would have been like, man, I ain't even buying this unless it's 170. Like, don't even show me NVIDIA unless it's $170. Like, don't even talk about it. Because I need to have some equity in my stock. With a beta of 2.0, it's gonna drop 20% at some point. When it does, then you buy it. It's the largest company on the planet with a 2.0 beta. You can also use this trend line, and you can take it to the highs. You can take it all the way down here to the lows. And if you notice, guys, when we hit a low of 171.03, Nvidia was down 19.46%. I know some of you guys that are so strict with your entries, y'all wouldn't even have bought it even if it was off 19.54%. You're like, nope, unless it's 20%, Joel, I ain't buying. I'm a little bit flexible. I probably would have bought some if I wasn't already up 3,300%. I don't need any more Nvidia. So if you haven't bought Nvidia, you could have looked at the cloud, looked at the 200-day moving average angled up, decided 170 was a nice area to start picking at it. You also could have picked at it at 170 because the volatility index had gotten up to about 28 to 30. Now the cloud was red at that particular time, so you want to be careful. But it looks like we're starting to peak above it. I teach you guys to do this. If it touches the 200-day moving average, if it touches the 200, this is the what would Joel do method. The what would Joel do method states that you look for a major moving average, whether it's the 200-day or the 200-week. When you actually touch that moving average, if the stock is down a minimum 20%, and we get these red candles and we break this trend, as soon as you see about 2 to 3 green candles, you can go ahead and buy. How many green candles do we have after the trend break, guys? How many do you see? How many green candles do you see after the trend break? How many green candles do you see after the trend break? 1. You still need 2 more days. Yeah, 1 barely. You still need about 3 candles because that's a doji. You need about 3 candles before you can actually say that it's an established trend, and it needs to be green. It can't be candles breaking through. It has to be green candles. But it looks like Nvidia is trying to break out of this cloud. The cloud is green. We got 1 candle. Today's Wednesday. If Nvidia can stay green on Thursday and Friday, you might get a trending day. You might on Monday see it pop to about 198. That's usually what happens. It'll go 186, 188, 190, and then on Monday you wake up it's 198. And you're like, God dang it, I missed the move. And then what a lot of you guys will do is you'll try to buy it at 198. It'll go up a couple of dollars to 200, and then it'll drop all the way back down here to 176. That's why you need to learn how to buy these stocks with a little bit of equity so that you don't get shook out of it. Stop buying it way up here. And you support and resistance people, we might not ever come back to 176. All right. So if you're lucky enough to get Nvidia 20% off, grab some. All right. Let's look at Nvidia as a day trade. I don't know what it did today, guys, because all I had my focus on was the NQs this morning. That's all I was focused on. The NQs, 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 NQs. That's all I cared about this morning. Now, do you guys see 2 wickless candles? Dang, that was yesterday, which suck because that's 354, 357. That is 2. Do you guys see 2 wickless candles? They are right here. Now, I don't like this because how many candles are we in before we got those 2 wickless candles, guys? How many candles in were we by time we got these wickless candles? Now, I am using a 3-minute candle, so This is just if you were trading the way Joel is trading. Right, you're already about 4 or 5 candles in. So if you're going to take a trade, you better take a trade quickly. That's it. That's the end. So I don't mind if you guys have bought. I don't mind if you told me you bought halfway into this candle, somewhere in the 186 range, I wouldn't have been mad. However, if you're buying NVIDIA today, and you're trying to take the Millionaire Challenge trade, I need to see unusual options activity. So let's talk about unusual options activity. So I want to make sure that we're, the strike that I'm buying, everybody and their mama is buying it. So I'm going to take a picture. And if it's 185, if we're at 185 at the time, I want you guys to tell me.
I know you with me. We ain't gonna do it.
Okay.
By a show of hands,
I carry a 1.
I just took a picture
Y'all looking at
of the options. I'm going to show you guys what unusual options activity looks like.
That's all you see right there is 22 days.
So unusual options activity is going to look like this. When I pull this picture up, I'm going to pull the picture up. You're going to go directly down from my chin. When you go down from my chin, I want you guys to tell me the largest number that you see. Here's my chin. What is the largest number that you see?
I'm just
Teaching you guys something that most traders don't know about.
22 days of traveling. What's your stamina gonna be like?
Guys, that's 202,000 contracts being bought.
Go somewhere just to.
Not 202 shares. 202,000 contracts that day. That means everybody was buying NVIDIA. Now that strike, I wouldn't have bought this strike. Well, I don't know yet. But that strike, guys, was 187.5. In my opinion, if I was doing the Millionaire Challenge trade of the day, and we're only $1 or $2 away from the strike that everybody's picking, I'll take it. But I need that number to be so far away from where my entry is that I know, man, every dollar move, I'm making like $50 to $60 per contract. So we know the strike is 187.5. But at the time, we were at 186. You see how that's not far enough out for me? It's not far enough out for me to take that, to really believe that move was gonna pay off. We were at 186. It was only telling us that the trade might be over at 187.5. I needed that number to be like 190, 192. Then I would have felt comfortable with taking a Millionaire Challenge trade or buying it. All right? So, if you bought it though, it went up in price. It went from 186. Now, I'm not going to buy that strike either, because let me see what the strike did for Friday, because I just realized, guys, we were looking at the 1-day option. I'm probably going to buy the Friday option. I forgot you can do 1-day options on NVIDIA now, which is absolutely bananas. I'm probably going to buy the option that's the 185 strike for the week after, the March 13th. Not the week after, the Friday, March the 13th. So I'm going to pick the 187.5 strike. If I decided I wanted to trade that. And remember, we're going to get in. I forgot what time we were getting in. We'll look at it in a second. And we decided we were going to get in somewhere around 950. So everyone knows that we're getting in at 950. I'm about to show you guys the Millionaire Challenge trade of the day. this isn't the Millionaire Challenge trade, but this is a Millionaire Challenge trade, meaning this is how you do it. Okay? I don't know if it paid off. I don't even know what we're about to see yet. All right, but we know we're going to be in somewhere around 948 to 951. Now, if you're trading this and you're using my strategy, everyone knows you don't buy until you see a green candle. So remember, we're going to get in somewhere around 940. What did I say? Between 940 and 942. We got green candles at that time. Let's say we pick the worst price. The worst price at that time was, let's just say 180. So let's say you bought that option for 180. Let's see what it did. This option went from $180, guys, all the way to $248. To be a Millionaire Challenge trade, you gotta have some crazy, unusual options, which we had. B, it's got to be one of the top companies that everybody is talking about today.
Especially when you
Okay.
and
And those pretty much are the qualifications. NVIDIA was in the news, so I wouldn't be mad at anybody that took this particular trade. And y'all see how I'm being real anal even for something that went up 37%. Like, I'm sitting here like, yeah, it's 37%. Some of you guys ain't never seen 37%. And I'm sitting here like, man, I probably wouldn't have traded it. The only reason why I wouldn't have traded it is because I need those options to be in the 190, 192 that everybody was buying. But if you're looking for a single, and you're not looking for a home run, a 25 to 35% return is doable. You would have made 25 to 30%, got out of that trade, and been on your way. Not holding it overnight. You see how I'm trying to get you guys to stop taking these overnight up to 21-day trades? It is the hardest way to trade on earth. I only win like 50, high 50%, like 58, 59% when I'm trading that way. And I'm good. So I stopped doing it. I like to be in that 70 to 80 range. It's not worth it to me to try to make money overnight when I can intraday trade and still make a 30% or 40% return, or sometimes 1,000% return. So why I gotta hold something overnight when I can get the same movement intraday? Like, it just makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
I know when news-related information is going to come in. I'm by my computer. If I see breaking news on TV, I can get out if I want to. If I hold it overnight, I don't have that luxury. So I try my best to get you guys to stay away from these overnight trades up to about 14 to 21 days. Anything after 21 days, people ask, well, why, Joel? Why after 21 days? Because it gives you time for ridiculousness to happen, and then it ends up going in the direction you always thought it was going to go in. You might get 1 or 2 days where it goes down. Everybody realizes it's the wrong move. They pile right back into it, and then now your trade can still be on the same trajectory that it was on when you looked at your charts. That overnight to 21 days, guys, is the most unpredictable time frames you're ever going to see in the market. I know 9:30 to 4 seems like it's the hardest, but it actually isn't because of the control you have over it. If you're watching it, yeah, it's uncontrollable if you're going to work. If you're putting a trade on at 9:30 and then going blind, of course it's going to feel like it's the hardest thing to do because you're not there to watch it. But it's not. It's actually more controllable. All right, so we adults, so you're going to do what you're going to do, right? I'm just telling you guys from my point of view, and I done it all. That's where I still win. I just don't win like I want to win. And what ends up happening, guys, is sometimes I'll get in a swing trade that's 21 or 30 days out, and then I get lucky. If you put yourself in a position to get lucky, sometimes your 3-week trades will turn into a 5 or a 10-day trade. Because you read the charts right, everything looked good, and then everybody starts piling into it, and you're already in, and you're like, ooh, I can get out early. So, sometimes you want to be in position to get very, very, very good trades, but stay away from them 21-day trades, them 1 day to 21 days, guys. Stay away from them as much as you possibly can. If you can take a trade 30 days or more, take it. I know you guys are trying to fit the budget of that option into that strategy. Just get your weight up. Just get your weight up. Or learn how to trade credit spreads, or learn how to, if you own 100 shares of a company, learn how to sell covered calls. All right, you guys are gonna be okay. Don't look at the amount of funds you guys have and then try to manipulate it into, that's all I have, Joel, so this is what I gotta do, because more than likely you're gonna lose it by doing that. The market tells you how you're supposed to be trading things and how much funds you need. The market is real smart when it comes to those types of things, which is why I love platforms that have margin levels that are like 5,000 for futures. I don't really get what those brokerages that offer $500 options on the minis. Them $500 in options, I see why you guys want to do it, because now you can budget and now you can trade the futures market just like me. But there is a reason why these brokerages have margins at $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000, so you won't blow up your account. Because you guys will put $5,000 in Ninja Trader or what other brokers that are out there, and then you'll go out there and buy 10 contracts, lose all your money in 1 day, and then be blaming the stock market. Get your weight up. Get on a reputable platform and trade what the market gives you. And not try to squeeze what you want to do into that trade. Everyone knows that you should be buying at the money. So if you can't afford that Tesla option that's 21 days out, that's why you're losing on those 7-day options, because you're trying to squeeze what you can budget because you want to trade Tesla. It's just not time for you to trade Tesla at this moment. Trade something that fits that budget correctly with the right time frames. You're gonna be okay. All right?
It does have a lot of
your 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5.
I pride myself on getting.
There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. The problem is y'all be trying to day trade with a 9 to 5. Y'all trying to compete with me. And y'all at work. Ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna beat me and you at work. It's not gonna happen. And I'm not saying that to be cocky and confident. It's just statistics. Statistically, the people that sit there and watch their trades are gonna do better than the people that aren't watching their trades. And I'm not jumping on you, Nick, because I know that was funny. But you 9 to 5ers gotta hear this. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it because you guys are doing so well and you're at the top of the food chain and where you work, and you're not used to having people tell you how it is. You're not used to it. So, that's why a lot of people gravitate to this room. You got so many yes people telling you yes and kissing your butt all the time. You're not used to somebody saying, yo, that's a terrible strategy. Like, why the hell are you doing that? Like, you're smarter than that. Like, stop doing it. You're smarter than that. What, you just like losing money? Give me some of it. Alright? Sometimes you just gotta hear it, hear the truth. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. You guys just gotta switch out what you want to do. And if you want to be a day trader or intraday trader because it's so fun, guys, grab a Robinhood account, throw a little bit of money in it, and then let that be that dopamine account that you need to trade everything. I have a dopamine account. Y'all don't, man, I be losing so much in that dopamine account, I don't even want to talk about it. But I don't have that much money in it. I might throw 200 in it some days. And then I'll take every $20, $10 trade I see. Because it's fun. Ooh, everybody trade Tesla. Let me buy some out of the money strikes for a penny. Let me see what happens. I can get it out of my system and not blow up my hundreds of $1,000 accounts. All right, but you guys are doing the opposite. You guys are taking this hard-earned money that you guys spent years, decades making, and then you guys are making these decisions not knowing that you're doing wrong, and you don't have a coach like me that's gonna be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Like, you smarter than that. So that you can, make better and smarter decisions with your options and your futures and your crypto. All right, you guys can be as active as you want to be. You just got to be more realistic with the time. Maybe you can only day trade 1 or 2 days a week, right? And that's fine. I know a lot of people that only day trade on Mondays, or they only day trade on Fridays, or they start loving the market again by trading the futures market, and then they can trade the market before they go to work. Guys, there's some real money being made from 8 to 9:30. Real money. But you're not going to be able to do options, do futures. So you got to get your weight up. And a lot of you guys got the capacity, you got the capital to be able to do it. Especially in the futures. But again, you shouldn't be taking a futures trade and then going away. Like, there has to be some structure in when you're going to look at it and when you're going to trade it. And sometimes if you can't trade it, that's fine. Don't trade it, or trade in stock. Thanks a lot, Yvonne Davis, for the hearts. I appreciate it. I got 20 more minutes. Let's look at another stock. I've gone up on rent one time in all these years. It was. Hey, it is what it is. Look, I put out trading energy out in the universe. So I'm really good with energy. So if you're here today and you're learning something for the first time, it's not by coincidence, right? We're starting to learn that if you put out certain energy and certain antennas, you're going to pull in that same energy. Sometimes you need something. And, guys, I need stuff sometimes. Like, I know I talk a big game, which I can back up my game. But I like being refreshed also. I like being introduced to new things. It don't mean I'm going to use it. Like, y'all be getting mad because y'all will be like, Joe, look at this indicator. And then I'll look at it for a day. And then y'all get mad at me if I don't want to use it. Like, you can't get mad at me because I'm like, nah, that's shitty. I don't want to use that. I know another indicator. Remember, I know all of these different indicators. So if it's an indicator that's similar to another one, like, I don't need it. Like, but it doesn't mean that I don't need you. It just means that I just don't use it. But I am open. If I wasn't open, I would have never known about Heikanaishi candles. If I wasn't open, I wouldn't have known about Ichimoku candles. If I wasn't open, I wouldn't have known how to chart my options. If I wasn't open, I wouldn't have learned about unusual options activity. These are all different indicators and strategies that I picked from other great traders that helped me create this Frankenstein of a method that I use that simplifies everything from my point of view. And that's what you guys are here for. I don't want none of you guys to trade like me, but I want you guys to see like I do, so that when you're in these lives, most of you guys can think like me, because you know what I'm looking for and what I'm thinking about, because I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. All right, 95% of the moves, a lot of you guys would have been like, Joel would have been in here, Joel would have been in there, Joel wouldn't have bought this stock, Joel would have bought this stock, Joel would have bought this as an investment, Joel wouldn't take this trade because he don't take 14 to 21 day trades. If he does take something, it's because he's trying to make a long-term move in it and he just lucks up like we did in silver. More than likely, if I'm swing trading, guys, I'm not trying to make money in the next 7 to 14 days. I'm looking 30, 60, 90 days down the road. If I get lucky, I can get out in 15 to 20 days. All right? If I'm intraday trading, y'all know Joel ain't using nothing higher than a 5-minute candle. He just ain't gonna do it. You guys can convince me to do it. I know somebody was trying to convince me to look at a 7-minute chart the other night. I never pulled it up. All right, but if he bugged me enough in the comment section, like, Joel, can you please just pull up the 7? Y'all know I'm gonna pull up the 7-minute and see if it works. This is not about making you guys trade like me. It's teaching you guys how to back test, how to take different indicators and see if it goes with your personality. Fine-tune your time frames. Most of you guys are already there. Y'all just got a couple of things messed up. Like, again, you got a 9 to 5, but you want a day trade. It ain't gonna work. Figure it out. Or you're using the wrong charts. You love the 15-minute candle, but you want an intraday trade with it. And now you're frustrated because you got to give up something that you're comfortable using. You know? So I get it. I've been there. I've done that. I wanted to do something, and then the market didn't allow it to happen. And don't make the same mistakes as I did, thinking I'm just going to overpower the market with what I want and make it happen. No, the market is going to win every time if you go against it. And that's the thing. The market is going to reward you if you let the market be in control. If you are a control freak, this ain't for you. Because if you really believe you can create something on your own and it's just going to work in the market because you want it to work, you are in for a treat. It's not going to happen. The market is too big. It's too many computers being used. It's too many contracts being bought. You got to learn how to swim within it, right? You just got to. Everybody has a certain personality that comes to the market. That's why as a consultant, I bring you guys in. I know within 5 minutes how you should be. I can listen to someone talk for 5 minutes and understand exactly what they need. Because I've done it all. I've done thousands of consultations. You want to lean in. You guys can write down what you, and I always let you do this, write down your dream goal of trading and investing. Then write down realistically what time you have to put towards it. A lot of the times they don't match, and you try to squeeze it and make it match. Sometimes you got to make a hybrid of it. Okay? But a lot of the times I can help you create something around your schedule or help you create something around how you want to trade. Some of you guys are just going to be better investors than intraday traders, even though you want to be an intraday trader. I want to be an intraday trader, Joe, but I don't want to sit down for 5 or 10 minutes and look at the market.
Joe!
Well, then you don't want to be an intraday trader.
He's still talking!
You love the thought of doing it. It's exciting. I love seeing people pull up the charts and the excitement of it. But you can't be an intraday trader. You can be one. You're not going to be that good. And if it's your money that you want to lose, then fine. But we all got to realistically know who we are, what we want to do, and then create something around our strengths. Not your weaknesses, your strengths. That was the hardest thing for me. creating something around my strengths. Once I started creating things around my strengths, you can open up a Robinhood account and buy any and everything. You can guys, I wanted to be that trader that can trade 50 stocks at one time. I just thought I could do it. You can't, Joel, you can't. So I still do it. I just do it in an account that's so small that if I lose all of those funds, it's cool. But I'm at least getting the dopamine that I need to feel like I'm involved. And because I have other multiple accounts, futures, options, stocks, crypto, retirement accounts, I can still be on that path of the Millionaire Challenge 3 different ways: long-term, swing trading, and day trading.
No, I'll try it on the next one. Okay. I still have a little bit.
So you guys gotta learn. You gotta have you have to have a conversation with yourself. All right, I see some questions coming in. See, Wesley, if you're fortunate of watching them charts 90% of the day, you can be all tight. You're finding yourself. You're finding out what you're good at and what you're not good at, what you like trading. Some people might, out of nowhere, become a commodity trader. Not to say you are. I've seen people do it. They'll trade futures and stocks. They'll trade options and stocks for years. They'll learn futures market and be like, yo, where has this been my whole life? This is exactly what I needed, Joel. I needed to be able to get in and out the market if I felt scared, if I was excited, and I didn't have to feel like I was forced to hold this overnight or even hold it for a couple of hours. I don't feel like I don't feel restricted. I can just get in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's why I tell you guys, learn stocks, learn options, learn futures, learn crypto. You'll be surprised. A lot of you guys might just be crypto people and don't even know it. Because you're so against it because of what you've heard. I know a lot of cryptocurrency traders that trade on Coinbase, and they do extremely well. Okay, using the same indicators we looking at right now. They'll use Bitcoin, watch what Bitcoin's doing, using my strategy, trading crypto.
What it say?
With the Fubo but because you can't pull all of those cryptocurrencies on this platform, they'll use Bitcoin as the base. Bitcoin starts to go up, they'll go and buy, Solana, Ethereum, whatever, because Bitcoin makes everything else move. But you gotta find yourself, all right? Can we trade futures the way we trade options with the same strategies? Yes. You can trade the underlying stock. So like if you were trading the S&P 500 and futures like ES, like micro futures, you can trade it the same exact way that you're trading your options. You can look for unusual. Now, remember, when I'm trading futures, here's the difference. When I'm trading futures, guys, I'm hitting singles. I'm just trying to make my $100 per options contract a day. For every options contract I buy, I want to make $100 per options contract that I buy that day. If I buy 3 contracts that day, I want to make a minimum $300. My risk is going to be half of that. Whatever my goal is, like if I buy 10 contracts, I'm trying to make $1,000, but my risk is going to be $500. All right. But when I'm trading the futures market, I just want to hit singles. I'm not really trying to hit a home run, even though, remember, I'm hitting singles, but if I hit a single, a line drive, and I can get a triple out of that mug or inside the park home run, I'm cool with that. But I'm up there hitting singles. However, when y'all see me trading options, Joel ain't trading options to make 25% or 30%. When I'm trading options, guys, I'm trying to hit it out the park, over center field, 400 feet, out of here. I'm trying to make the highest percent return I've ever made every single time I take a trade. Minimum is going to be 50% though. because my risk is 50. When I trade options, I risk 50% to make 50% or more. My goal is 100%. Why? Because if I can do that, 10 times in a row with $1,000, I can take $1,000 to $1 million with 10 good trades. Yes, I'm gonna have issues when you start getting into that six-figure range because there's not enough liquidity in the market to handle, $300,000 or $400,000 worth of an option. So you got to get a little bit. That's where you have to buy 3 or 4 at one time. All right, that's what I'm working my way up to. But you guys taking 1,000 to about 5 figures, you should be okay doing that. All right, you can take 1,000 to 10,000 in like 2 or 3 trades. If you do it right, if you're doing it the way that I'm trying to help you guys do it. But yes, you can use the same exact strategies. You really want the futures, but you have a day trading brain for sure. You can day trade. Yeah, the futures is cool. Futures get in and out, in and out, in and out a gazillion. Guys, I was in and out of futures today. I took probably 15 to 20 trades today. 15 to 20, and I had to work my way out of losing. I was like, there's no way I'm about to have one of the biggest losses of the year today when the market was doing, and I was talking a whole bunch of crap in the, I was talking a whole bunch of crap in the group chat, and then I looked up and I was down. I was like, hold up, I've been making the market, I've been doing well in the market, trading it. I hadn't had a losing week. And I was like, I was down big, and I had to trade my way back. I did, so, but whew, I was sweating until that big trade to the downside, and I was able to get all of my losses back. I made one slight mistake. I was trying to short guys, and it was like the 5th or 6th candle. Going in the direction I was going in, and I didn't realize the trend had changed. And I should have been long, and I was shorting. Sometimes I make that mistake when I'm really focused on my charts and I'm using a 3-minute candle. After about 10 minutes, you forget that the trend can change with 3 candles. Because if I got a 3-minute candle and I go 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, well, them 3 candles can form a wick to the upside and go long, and that's what happened. It was wickless candles being formed, and I'm sitting there trying to short at the 10-day moving average, not realizing the whole trend just changed. So I made that one slight mistake. I normally don't make that mistake, but I made it today. Hey, even the best make mistakes every now and then, and it almost cost me. And then I had to really focus, and then I caught that big move to the downside. Yeah, Ascension, you can find the FW Mobo on TOS. You literally can just type it FW Mobo and you'll be able to find it on TOS. And then guys, remember, take that and put it in your, take that information and put it in your, put that information in your, wait, hold on.
Don't ever over okay? Get your shit from where you been going. Did I tell you what we
can do? Once you figure out what to do, guys, so that you guys will remember from tonight, make sure you take that information and put it in your GPT. We're no longer going to pay for simple basic things that we can find on your GPT. There's no reason why y'all should be paying $5,000 for information y'all can get for $20 a month in seconds. Stop being lazy, guys. Unless you got the capital to do it, stop doing it. This is why these GPTs are putting people out of business. Alright? And the cream of the crop are starting to rise. Because these educators that are teaching these basic concepts but charging an arm and a leg, they're not going to be around in the next year or two. They're going to get wiped out because they haven't learned how to trade and invest. People like y'all are not going to be taking their classes anymore. Then they're going to try to trade and invest with the funds that they have, that they made from you. They're going to lose it, and then you're not going to see them again. That's the rotation. That's how the rotation's been for the last 15 years. And then what's left standing are people like myself. So let's talk about the Ichimoku. All right, before we leave out of here tonight, what did we learn today? The Ichimoku versus the FW Mogu. The Ichimoku cloud shows the trend. If you're above the cloud, it's bullish. If you're below the clouds, it's bearish. The clouds are going to be green or red. If you're inside the cloud, think of it like a pilot that's flying. The very first thing a pilot wants to do when you take off, guys, is fly through the clouds and get above those clouds. Because even during the day, you can get lightning strike on that plane. Even if it's bright as I don't know what out there, you can get a lightning strike on the plane. You might get hail. They need to be above those clouds. Okay? The purpose is to show market direction. Okay? Just to give you an idea, maybe I shouldn't be shorting Lockheed Martin, even though I want to, because I think the price is just too high. Stop doing it, guys.
And you said Portland?
Terrible companies. Why are you guys shorting the best companies in a sector during a time where everybody needs Lockheed Martin because we're in war? This is how a lot of you guys think. This is the ego. You're gonna short and not.
You guys want me to bring you something?
Gave us LMT. If you're shorting this, I'm not talking about you because you didn't tell us if you were shorting it or going long. I'm just saying off the general purposes. Why are you guys shorting something during a time where everybody knows that we're at war and these are one of the companies that are at the top? Like, yes, you can make money because things go down, but guys, what the trend is your friend until it ends. If you decide to short something, why not just short a bad company? I never understood that. I never understood why people like shorting great companies that are bullish at the time. I just never understood it. When you can short a terrible company and make even more money. The chart's terrible. Everything's going down. Like, why are you not shorting that? Everybody wants to love MicroStrategy. But the most money you make in MicroStrategy is when you shorten it. Because it's a terrible company right now. And when it's terrible, it's really terrible. And y'all buying it up, buying calls. I'm like, why are y'all buying calls on a terrible company? It makes no sense to me. Because I believe in Bitcoin. Nobody didn't say you couldn't buy Bitcoin. But MicroStrategy's charts are the worst I've seen. Short it. Make money to the downside. It doesn't mean that you're against crypto. It just means you're against MicroStrategy. They're over leveraged in Bitcoin. Short them. The moves to the downside are way more violent than the moves to the upside. And you can take the proceeds that you make from shorting MicroStrategy and then go buy Bitcoin. All right. The cloud on that bad boy is probably red. The FW Mobo shows momentum. It's a momentum cloud indicator, perfect for day trading. I only use it for intraday trading. If you're within the band, that's not the trade. But if I got the Heikenaishi candles on that bad boy and it's got a wickless, I get 2 wickless candles going in the direction I want to, and there's enough there's enough movement to make 1/3 of that ATR. Oh boy, I am going to take that trade all day, every day, and twice on Tuesday. It shows breakouts and explosive moves to the upside. All right. Why am I giving you guys this for free? Because it's offered to you guys for free. Oh, yeah, think about that. Joe, why would you show people indicators that are free? Because they're free? Joe, why are you telling people strategies about how to use the Ichimoku and FW Mobile? Because ChatGPT tells you how to trade it. Like, some of you teachers that are out there are ridiculous. Like you own the Ichimoku. Like you own the FW, like you own Bollinger Bands. Like you own support and resistance line. Like you own the TTM trend. Like you own, like unless you created an indicator called the JoJo. I can't think of nothing off top. If you create your own indicator with your own mind and you develop the formula to create that, and there's nowhere else anyone can find it, and then you see me using it, then you can get angry at me. But you traders getting mad at me for teaching people stuff that you get for free. Y'all need to get over yourselves, man. Like y'all can hear how angry and how I normally be ranting, but I'm sick of it now. I'm too old now to be trying to apologize for a bunch of you insecure traders and investors and teachers. Like, just do the right thing. That's what I'm trying to do in life. I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, do what's right. Quit charging people an arm and a leg. Give out what you can for free. And go and learn how to trade and invest. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. We ain't gatekeeping no more. Like, come on. Right, unless you got the Wakanda indicator and I got to sign an NDA, like, get off my back. Jeez Louise. Anyway. Y'all have no idea what I go through. Y'all have no idea. The hate, the arguments I gotta get into with these insecure cats out here. Alright. It's 9. I went for 3 hours. Alright, so I'm gonna give a shout out to the top 10. Thank you guys for helping me reach my goals over here. I'm gonna put on some music. I'm gonna put on some music. So we were playing Babyface earlier, so y'all know I'm gonna keep it consistent. But I'm gonna give a shout out to the top 10 supporters for tonight. We got G7, the one and only, coming in at number 1. Y'all better join the Queen community. You got Iman Davis coming in at number 2. Good to see you tonight. Shaq Bully. Nick J. Bam 1913. Caffrey D. Good to see you. Safari Don. R1K Yorkie. Millionaire Challenge is me, guys. So that is me. That's not one of the
Hey, you want a squeeze of lemon, a lime, or anything?
profiles that's trying to be me.
Okay.
That's actually me.
Oh, okay.
That's
How'd
my
you like
backup
that?
page. We got Jacques. We got Carlito's Way.
Oh, okay.
And coming in at number 10 is Krista Agami.
I would never buy you
All right, but I'm gonna put on some music, guys. This is an engagement session now. So we have a bunch of educated traders and investors in the comment section. A lot of people that's been rocking with me for a minute. We have good energy, positive energy. We don't beat up people for receipts. We don't beat up on people when they want to talk about their success, because this game can be a a little hard in the beginning. We don't know what each of us are going through, right? So sometimes we need each other. Sometimes that one win you got that week, or that 2 wins you got that week, ignite something else in you. Ignite some type of fire that might be going on in your other business. I'm no longer gonna not talk about profits that I made of what other people made because you can't take those numbers. I'm just over that, guys. I'm over protecting your feelings. Like, I'm just over it, right? And you can hear it in my voice. All right, we are here to congratulate. We're here to praise, and you just gotta get your weight up, guys. I don't care if you got $10. If you in this room, we gonna help you get that $10 to a meal. All right, that's why we here. We are here to learn, and we are here to earn. When you come to my sessions, you're gonna learn something. All right, you're gonna learn something. Everything I say, you're not gonna agree with. I'm not gonna kick you.
Yeah. He's still talking.
I agree with, like, we 2-3 different people. I want
She
you
ain't
guys
gonna
to
watch
think
it no more.
differently. But remember, if you gonna come at me in some way, y'all know I'm the clapback king. All right, so, you know, statistics is what I look for. I try to talk with statistics. So a lot of the things that we talk about, I back it with statistics. A lot of the strategies that I use, I back it up with receipts. All right. And that's how I got here to this particular, that's why I'm who I am and why I'm here today. All right, but again, engage with the comment section. We have some very high quality engagers in this particular room. I've only been on this platform for about 4 months. So, you know, for the support that we have at this particular time, we want this room to be the best room on TikTok. All right. I'm not gonna try to sell you guys on these $1 million products. Although, if you want to go at your own speed, I do have products for you. You know, I'm only one person. I can't teach everybody at all times. But if you want a little bit more, we have stuff that's available for you. If you want to do a one-on-one consultation with me when I'm not on the golf course, then, you know, I'll try to help you guys. My super fans that are part of the, if you are a super fan and you're part of that group chat, my super fans get my one-on-ones, they get a discount on it. It's usually $50. It's usually $100 an hour, but they get a discount on it if they want to do one-on-ones with me. If I'm available to be able to do that one-on-one with you guys. So I'm gonna throw on some music. You guys engage, and when it's over,
Teresa don't know what she's talking about.
So what do we play earlier? We play Babyface. Let's play this one. See if y'all remember this.
Yeah. Want some ice? You got. I've got to make up a new batch. I got what I need. I just need to do it. Okay, he's playing music now, Teresa.